out like that.
Roller coaster, it's not like that, and it's not like that.
Flexing. Follow when the kid like it's not like why you keep asking the same question.
Grizzly going crazy, nigga.
Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? I remember going to school, never had the latest shoes. You was raised to make it cool, I was raised to make a move. We was playing with different bags, so I kept getting shitted on. It was motivation, telling myself stay patient. Package touchdown, gotta relocate it. If that body got took down, guess it was donated. Plug ain't from round town, but we both native. Yeah, sliding with my body, I got a Joe waiting. Can't let these hoes spend the night, ain't got no home training. Heard your damn mixtape, gave it a low rating. Yeah, streets reply, I look right in a Mercedes. Creep at night, the city lights going brave. She popping it like that is meant for, can't be no road and extendo. Bitch, I put me in the friend zone till she see me in the end zone. Hoes calling from other zip code, trapping hard, I need a flip on this, the new pack, the last one, bingo. Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? Stepping out cool, rock and roll my watch and shoes. They scream wave ain't bring a pool, mainstream thing to scream my moves. Jack hit me up like gotta leave round 2. Know what's going on, man, you need it come through. I'm the neighborhood superintendent. Dogs in the den, got the cushion in the kitchen. Look here, baby, I'm on real time. Needle in the haystack, but still shine. Wave guard, grill gold like a face guard. I did a bid and tell them wait for it. Grill gold like a face guard. I did a bid and tell them wait for it.
Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? Roller coaster motor at the
Go out the way just to help my position.
Out this world
Go out the way just to help my position. When I was broke, I just knew I would get it. That hate shit you want ain't no good for my spirit. It is what it is, I got tired of.
It is going motherfucking down. Hey, peace to everybody in the building. Peace to everybody in the building. Man, powerful bills only. You know where it's going down at, man. Like the show, like, share, and subscribe. Send this to your mama. Send this to your cousin. Send this to your niece, your nephews, your whole family. Send this to everybody. Powerful bills only. We got a great debate on our hands. It is going down. Y'all rocking with us. It is going down. You know what I'm saying? I need everybody to go get your roll your blunt. It's 420. Happy 420, by the way. Roll your blunt. Get you some ooh-wee, whatever you sipping on. You know what I'm saying? Get your popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Get your chocolate bars. Get your brownies. Get whatever you need because it's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? So we got both of these fighters in here, and it is that time. The name of this debate is titled, Are the Berbers Before the Eurasians? You know what I'm saying? So we doing this 3 15-minute rounds. Both of these guys asked for it, so you know it's about to go down. Both of the fighters, I'll let y'all introduce yourself first. Yashub, you got the floor.
Let Silky introduce herself first. Go ahead, Silky.
All right, Silk, you got the floor.
It's Silky D, the greatest, you know what I'm talking about, the best to ever do it, the meanest offense in the game, the only certified smoke artist, bringing it live, Silky D, H-Town, Houston, Texas, not playing no motherfucking games. I'm about to show you motherfuckers what real hard.
Hard, heavy hitting, but his technology don't work.
Silk
Hard,
got
heavy
hit by-
hitting.
Silk got hit by the pseudo bug.
Man, get off that Temu phone, man. Get off that Temu phone. Get you a real phone, my nigga. You losing the intro, bro?
Hold up.
1-0.
Relax.
1-0.
Relax, we good. All right, Silk, we're gonna wait on Silk to come back in, and let me see. All right, here you go. Hey, Silk, you
Yo.
there? Hey, however you been coming in, don't switch up nothing now. This the first time it's starting to kick you out. So however long you've been coming in for the past 6 months, don't switch it up now, brother.
Yeah, hold on. Don't nobody call my fucking phone. Don't nobody be blowing up my damn. Man, that bitch
Just put your phone on D&D, brother.
got me
Put your
again.
phone on
Yeah, don't
D&D.
nobody my phone.
Hey, Silk,
blowing my
just
shit
put
up
your
while
phone
I'm
on
doing.
D&D. Silk, hey, Silk, put your phone on D&D, brother. It's gonna be all right. All right, Silk, go ahead and give us your introduction. Silk, you there?
Dead air.
We can't hear you, Silk. All right, go ahead and give us your introduction. Let's go.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Silky D, man, coming live, man. I ain't playing no games. Y'all about to get all the gems tonight. Y'all getting nothing but gems tonight, so y'all lucky. Everybody tonight is in store. You getting nothing but gems out of Silky D. About to give y'all all the knowledge, all the real information. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to bring it from the back, start at the beginning, and bring it all the way to today. All right, I'm about to be cracking and debunking. You getting nothing but gems. All right, I'm running it up tonight. You feel me? Gems only. That's all I'm coming with. Gems only and headshots. I'm chopping off heads tonight. Yeah, the head's coming with me tonight. So yeah, it's on.
All right. It is going down. Hey, do not call me. We is live. Do not call my goddamn phone. All right. Yashub, let's get this intro. You got the flow.
This nigga a loser. I'm convinced. I beat his ass. He been crashing since. I'm about to fuck Silk up like I ain't got no fashion sense. Silky, you don't want to see me stress. I pull up in the all-black DTS. He didn't see it coming. I'm on top of the CBS, and his mama watching the shit on CBS. Debating me? It's like losing your life. I feel like Donald Trump. I'm about to beat a bitch twice. Hit your block with like 12 heaters. He get hit with so many shells, he can get sponsored by Velveeta. This must be Crystal Lake. I feel like I'm Jason, and since it's Easter, I'm leaving shell cases. The last nigga I debated, you gotta speak to him through a Ouija. Mossberg, red cap, green cap, Mario and Luigi. Boy, I'll whip your fucking head. Hang him off a fucking ledge. And your name's Silky because you hanging by a fucking thread. Truthfully, I don't feel silk. I'll kill silk. Polyester, you ain't real silk. They're about to watch me slay you. Bitch, try to fillet you. Hey, Wavy, you must have got this silk off Temu. Each slide is like violent crimes with these violent rhymes. Unload, reload. I'm trying to hit JJ 7,000 times. These fake niggas, I don't condone them. Believe me, I'm on them. I can get a prostitute to do the hit. She offer a blowjob, then dome them. I let a clip bust. You ain't gonna do shit but bitch up, and I've been telling you niggas, it ain't a debate. It's a stick up. Lucifer, nigga.
All right. You heard it. Y'all heard it here first. Y'all heard it here first. Hey, man, powerful bills only. Like, subscribe to the show. Hey, all the superstars is in the chat. I see all the superstars in the goddamn chat. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. It is about to go down 3 15-minute rounds of madness, plus the question and answer. Then we go drop that poll at the end and find out what's going on. Silky, you ready to start your first round?
Hit me with the bell, man. I'm ready for the bell, bro. Let's go. Let's go, man. I'm waiting on the bell, man. Get my time started. You got my thing. You got it up, wavy.
Give me 1 second.
Go ahead and pull that up, and we're gonna start hitting them. Yeah, we ready. Let me know when the timer starts. About to kill this. About to smoke this food and smoke this at the same dang time.
All right. I'm starting your time whenever you start. This is your first slide, right?
Yes, sir.
I'll start whenever you start.
All right, bet. Let's get into it. I can multitask. I'm that good.
Hey, can y'all see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right, bet.
Everybody see those sources, right? Let's keep it rolling, because you about to get a whole lot of these tonight.
I'm gonna start when you're ready.
I bet. I'm ready. We good?
Let's go.
Give me the green. I bet. Silky D, the source king. Let's go. Hey man, you could say that whack little rhymes you got, bro. All that weak little rapping you be doing, bro. You could say that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Silky D dropping gems. Everybody pay very, very, very close attention. Look up everything I tell you. Europa is a figure from Greek mythology who later gave her name to the continent of Europe. In one popular version of her story, Europa is a Phoenician princess who was abducted. So, whoa, wait, hold on. Europa, as in Europe, is named after a Phoenician princess. Really? That's the continent of Europe is named after a Phoenician princess. Really? Let's keep going. The Eurasian, in historical context, refers to the continental landmass of Europe and Asia, viewed as a single entity, often considered a supercontinent. The division between Europe and Asia is largely a culturally and political construct, rather than a distinctive geographical one. Really? The division between Europe and Asia is a largely cultural and political construct, rather than a distinctive geographical one. Really? Wow. That makes a lot of sense. So the body between Europe and Asia is not a clear physical one, but rather a historical and cultural construct. So hold on, wait, let me get this straight. So Europe is named after a black queen. That's Phoenician. And if y'all don't know what Phoenicians are, we're gonna get into that. You can actually just look up at the title. But we're gonna get into all of that. So Europe is named by a black queen, Queen Europa. Yeah, she's Phoenician. Yeah, but we're gonna get into all that. And the boundaries between Europe and Asia is not clear physical one, but rather a historical and cultural construct. So now you're just going full pseudo on me. But that's great. Let's keep going. So Eurasia is the largest landmass of Earth, encompassing the continents of Europe and Asia. The boundary between those is not clear. Of course, is the history of Eurasia is a complex web of interactions between different regions, including Southwest Asia, South Asia, East Asia, Southeast Asia, and Western Europe, all linked by Eurasia Steppe. The concept of Eurasia, Europe and Asia as a distinct continent dates back to antiquity, but the boundaries have been subject to throughout history. For example, the ancient Greeks considered Africa part of Asia. Let's keep going to the next one. The name Europe is believed to have originated from Greek mythology, specifically from the name of a Phoenician princess named Europa. Boy, who was abducted, in the Greek mythology, Europa, who has disguised himself as a bull from Zeus because he kidnapped her. Let's keep going, though. Prehistory spans from the emergence of Homo sapiens in Africa from 315,000 years ago to the invention of writing over 5,000 years ago. That's prehistory, y'all. So I'm just telling y'all now. Let's just everybody pay attention. So we know Europe is named after a black queen. Everybody listening? Y'all got that? It's named after a Phoenician queen on top of that. But we're going to get into that Phoenician, though. Let's go though. So in prehistoric, everybody keep up with that. Now, let's get into this now. Before, going to the next one, Wavy. Before, during, and after the existence of the ancient Berber kingdoms of Numidia, northern Algeria, 2002 BC to 40 BC, and Mauritania, northern Morocco, 3rd century BC, 44 AD, many inscriptions were engraved using the Libiku Berber script. Although the overwhelming majority found, the ones found, were simply funerary scripts with rock art, cave art, graffiti, and even a few official governmental and possibly religious inscriptions have been found. The Libiku Berber script was a pure Ajad. It had no distinctive vowels, however, it is equivalent for W and Y and H, was possibly used as an aid to. Gemination was not marked. The writing usually from the bottom to the top, although right to left, and even others order were also found. The letters took different forms when written vertically than when they were written horizontally. The letters were highly geometrical. So yeah, y'all see that? We're on Berbers right now, y'all. Y'all about to get a crash course on Berbers. I know a lot of people don't really know nothing about the Berbers, but you about to know everything about the Berbers by the end of all this information. So already we're in the Egyptian scrolls. We're in the scripts now, y'all. We're in the scripts right now. Everybody pay attention. We're all in scripts right now. So the Libu Berber script is found in thousands of stone inscriptions and engravings throughout Morocco, northern Algeria, Tanzania, northern Libya, and the Canary Islands, with inscriptions later transitional Saharan variant and rocky outcrops in Mali and Niger. Apart from thousands of small inscriptions, some of the best known significant Libu Berber inscriptions are the Massinissa temple discovered in 1904 and the Prince Adaban a mausoleum in Duga, TBGG, northern Tanzania. Other significant Libu Berber inscriptions are the Azid in Ikas and Akamedian, both found in high Atlas Mountains of Morocco. So we on scripts right now. I'm taking you through the ancient scrolls right now. We walking through the scrolls. During the Iron Age of classic antiquity, Libya, which came from Berbers, referred to the area of North Africa directly west of the Nile River. Modern day Libya, Tanzania, Algeria, and Morocco. Not to be confused with the modern country of Libya, which only represents the eastern part of the territory at the time. Ancient Libya was one of the 3 parts of the world of the ancient Libya, Asia, and Europe. The territory also had a part of the Mediterranean Sea, named after it called Libyan Sea, or Mare Libcom, which was a part of the Mediterranean south of Crete between Crete and Alexandria. Greek and Roman geographers placed a dividing line between Libya and Asia at the Nile because the entire region south of the Mediterranean and west of the Nile was homogeneous linguistically. And the Berber language was used all across North Africa as far as the Atlantic coast, as well as racially by Libyan people. Let's keep going. The Maori, from which derives the English term Moors, was a Latin designation for the Berber population of Mauritania, located in the west side of North Africa, on the shores of the Mediterranean Sea. Mauritania, Tana, and Mauritania Cisjordania, and present-day Morocco and northwest Algeria. Mauritania Cavalry. Y'all check that out, old scrolls. We still in the scrolls, y'all. Y'all see, I'm giving y'all the origins of Europe already. And now we're going to these scrolls. Let's go to the next one, Wavy. Europe as a concept emerged over time, not through a single founding event. While the term Europe itself is a Greek origin, the continent has been inhabited for millennia. The modern idea of Europe as political and cultural entity is more recent development. You showing up here bringing some recent development stuff. You showing up here bringing a Europe that's named after a black queen from Phoenicia. You showing up here bringing me all this stuff. You talking about they European? They from Africa. You know what? We're gonna keep rolling though. The first inhabitants of Europe were hunter-gatherers who arrived thousands of years ago. The term Europe was likely adopted from the Greek myth of Europa, a Phoenician princess. So you got Europe from a black queen. She's Phoenician. Guess what the Phoenicians are linked to? You're gonna find out tonight. But you already, Phoenician already, like, you know what, we're gonna keep rolling. History of the European Union, 1990 to 1999. the Europe without frontiers. In 1993, the single market is launched with the four freedoms, the free movement for peoples, goods, services, and money. The 1990s also the decades of two treaties, the Treaty of the European Union, the Maastricht Treaty in 1993, and the Treaty of Amsterdam in 1999. Austria, Finland, and Sweden joined the EU in 1995, and the small village of Luxembourg gives it the name of the Schengen Agreement that will gradually allow people to travel large parts of the EU without passport checks. Once again, this new stuff you're on that you're trying to act like it's something super old. History of Europe. Europe and people and cultures from the prehistoric times of present Europe is more ambiguous term than most geographic expressions. Its etymology is doubtful. Pseudo. The way you're trying to play it. The whole thing is pseudo. But we're going to keep going, though. They're like, what? Eurasia, what is that? Stop wasting our time with that. You wasting our time with this. Pseudo. But we're going to keep going, though. Europe is more ambiguous term than most geographic expressions. Its etymology is doubtful. As the physical extent of the area it designated the western frontier seemed clearly defined by the coastline, yet position of the British Isles remains equivocal to outsiders. They seem clearly part of Europe to many British and some Irish people. However, Europe means essentially continental Europe to southern Europeans and northern shores of the Mediterranean Sea. Yet, to the Roman Empire, this was more of a Nordstrom or sea and inland sea rather than a frontier. Even now, some questions whether Malta or Cyprus is a European island. The greatest uncertainty lies to the east, where natural frontiers are notoriously elusive. Pseudo. You steady naming stuff, that stuff is flipping all over the place. And you don't even know what it is. Eurasia. Boy, stop it. The greatest uncertainties lies to the east, where natural frontiers are notoriously elusive. If you're keep going on you. I ain't done with you. Let's go on to the next one, Wavy. Oh, there you good. Yeah. These questions have acquired new importance as Europe has come to be more than a geographic expression. After World War II, much was heard of the European idea. Essentially, this meant the idea of European unity, at first confined to Western Europe, but by the beginning of the 1990s, seeming able at length to embrace Central Eastern Europe as well. Unity in Europe is an ancient ideal. And you out here with an ideal? You out here arguing against ideas, huh? Just an idea. Just an old idea. Just an idea, that's all. But you arguing this stuff. Wasting everybody's time. Just, boy, in a sense, it is implicitly prefigured by the Roman Empire in the Middle Ages. It was imperfectly embodied first by Charlemagne Empire and then by the Holy Roman Empire, and then the Roman Catholic Church, and later a number of political theorists proposed plans for the European Union. Theories, boy, wasting up, boy. Plans for European Union, both Napoleon and Bonaparte and Adolf Hitler tried to unite Europe by conquest. Out here wasting our time with this, boy. Going on to the next one, Wavy. Autonomous or whatever, of an inhabitant or of a place indigenous rather than descendant from the migrants or colonists. Location, Basel, Eurasia. The origin of Basel Eurasians, is debated. You ain't even got no origins, you out here wasting everybody's time. You ain't even got no boundaries and you out here wasting everybody's time. Who will follow? Stop it. You got nerve to step to Suki D? You got nerve to step to the best ever do it? And you gonna bring this in front of me? I already caught you once with your fake DNA. Now you come out here with your fake continent terms. Everything fake about you, bro. When you gonna get real? I'm tired of beating on you. Another important group ain't contributed to the genetic makeup of the present day Europeans and people who migrated to the Americas. The term describes the genetic ancestry of the populations, primarily in the Asia Pacific region, but belonging to the Eastern Eurasian clade of the human genetic diversity. DNA evidence suggests that the early form of Indo-Europeans was spoken between 4,400 and 4,000 BCE in Central Eurasia, spread widely 1,000 years later. The earliest evidence of the docile Eurasian ancestry, a key component in Eurasian genetic makeup, is found in the individuals of the Dzanzunja cave in Georgia, dated 26,000 years. 26,000 years, right? Okay, so you want to waste our time with this. Okay, the mitochondrial DNA analysts show that some Berber populations have Near Eastern ancestry, potentially arriving in North Africa less than 50,000 years ago. So that's 50 right there. That's case closed, right? You only had 26,000. That's 50 right there, and I'm just getting started. You're dead already. I done beat you little 26K. That's it. That's all I had to do. Beat 26. That's a done deal. Case closed. You finished already. But I'm going to keep killing you and dragging you. The Proto-Berber tribes evolved from prehistoric communities during the late Bronze and early Iron Age, with a more recent intrusion associated with the Neolithic Revolution. The Arabs reached North Africa in the 7th century CE, and more distant migration compared to Berbers' long-standing presence in the region. Because they're indigenous, and they ain't never left, and they always been there. Get it through your head. Study it up. Look it up. Berber population, often considered the indigenous people of North Africa, exhibit a high frequency of autochthonous component, meaning indigenous. Genetic studies using both classical markers and genome-wide data have demonstrated genetic uniqueness of the North African populations. Comparison of ancient and modern genomes have shown genetic continuity in the region since the Epipaleolithic times. Later population movements, especially.
Tom.
Well,
all right, let me get this off my screen.
I can't believe I disrespected my notepad with these notes. This is crazy.
All right. Hey, Lucifer, whenever you ready to share your screen, you got it. Hey, peace to everybody. Like, share, and subscribe to the goddamn show, man. I see all the superstars in the chat. And happy 420, by the way. We smoking good dope. All right, Lucifer, whenever you ready to share your screen, let's get it. Round one.
All right, my screen should be sharing, bro. Before I even get into my round, bro, that's why I like doing 15. We can properly rebuttal this, bro. This man came up here talking about Europa and the origins of the word Europe. We just had a conversation on the phone like 2 hours ago. I told you he was going to do this. This is called an etymological fallacy, people. And I'm going to show you what an etymological fallacy is. This is exactly what he did. Etymological fallacy. Since you like AI, there you go. AI overview. The etymological fallacy is a typological fallacy that assumes a word's current meaning can be determined solely from its historical origins or root words. That's exactly what you did. You spent majority of your round talking about Europa this, Europa that. The Europeans come from the Black Queen. The name come from that. Please, somebody remind him what the title of this debate is. The title of this debate is, are the Berbers before the Eurasians, which I will be arguing the negative. So that's one fallacy. Let's talk about the second fallacy that you committed, man. You also, within the same vein, committed the semantic fallacy as well. A semantic fallacy occurs when someone misinterprets or misuses the meaning of a word or phrase, leading to a flawed argument or misunderstanding. You do this a lot. And you did that with the whole Europa thing and where the name comes from and trying to match it with Phoenicians. They said this can involve confusing a word's current meaning with its original etymological meaning. That's exactly what you did. That's not how we use it in today's discourse. That's not how the scientific community uses it, the academic community uses it, the historic community, anthropological community. No community uses it in that vein. This can involve confusing a word's current meaning with its original etymological meaning or relying on a specific, possibly outdated definition while ignoring its broader semantic range. The way we use Eurasian today, the way we use Europe today is to describe a continent, and we describe the people by that continent. Boy, you cook. So what's the next fallacy he committed? He also committed the fallacy, the reduction fallacy, trying to reduce everything to Europa, trying to make everything oversimplified instead of explaining. What you should have been doing was explaining when the Berbers got here. You waited all the way to the end of the round to even make an attempt. Man. And of course, you're doing the etymological fallacy. The etymological fallacy, the typological fallacy that assume a word's current meaning to determine solely from its historical origins. And you're also doing this new fallacy that y'all keep doing. It's called an appeal to AI. And that's what you just did, an appeal to AI. Y'all just type something in AI and then say, hey, boom, I won. AI spit out a response. Foolishness, man. Now let's get into the presentation. You have been rebutted. Everything you said. Also, one more thing that you did, man. The Berber strip, you're using the Berber strip. The Berber strip only goes back to the 4th century BCE. And you guys can see it on the chat. Now let's get into the presentation. It's crazy, man. You have been thoroughly rebutted. You disrespected my notepad. They about to watch me slay you, fish fry fillet you, wavy. Did you get this silk from Temu? So this is the debate right here. Are the Berbers before the Eurasians? I will be arguing the negative. What needs to be established tonight? Let me go to my view. Let me go to slideshow. I want to do this right. Presenter view. What needs to be established tonight is a chronology. The chronology has to be established first to determine which population came first. Berbers need to be defined. Berbers are more properly known as the Amazian in recent studies. Eurasians need to be defined. Eurasians are basically the out of Africa migrant group that occurs circa 70,000 years ago. This group is 70,000 years old. 70,000 years old. The Berbers, newsflash, come from the Eurasians. So now we got a chicken and egg problem here. Of course, the chicken comes first, right? Here's a definition of Eurasians from Britannica. Eurasia, geological and geopolitical term that relates the former sense to the single enormous landmass composed of the continents of Europe and Asia, and the latter sense, social political entity within the landmass whose exact borders are debated by scholars. The term is a portmanteau of the words Europe and Asia. So this is what we're discussing, the people that derive their ancestry from the ancient people that lived and persisted here. All that crazy stuff you're talking about. Again, every time you see the word Amazi during this debate, it equates to Berbers.
Hey,
Linguistic.
Hey, let me stop your time real quick. Hey, Yashu, are you showing your PowerPoint right now?
Oh, my bad. Damn. Now, y'all see it?
All right, yeah, we see it. You got it. I'm going to start your time again. Go ahead.
All right, cool. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. So basically, I was just showing what needs to be established, and I showed the definition via Britannica on what Eurasia is, because this is how it's commonly used today. We're not using no damn etymological fallacies here. Amazigh equates to Berbers. Okay, linguistic broadly classifies the present population of North Africa into two major groups. The Amazigh, also known as the misnomer of Berbers. So every time you see me pull a source talk about the Amazigh, I'm referring to the Berbers as well. Modeling the demographic history of human North African genomes points to a saw split divergence between populations by Jose M. Serradell et al. 2023. BioRxiv is where you can get that source. Berbers derive from Eurasian populations. So how the hell the Berbers or the Amazigh going to come before the Eurasians when obviously they derive from them? The Eurasians are the parents of the Berbers. If we assume an African origin for the lowland East Cushitic ancestral component, then these results are consistent with an out in Africa migration, giving rise to East, North Asian, Native American, Oceanic ancestral components, followed by another out of Africa migration, giving rise to the Caucasian, European, and Middle Eastern, South Asian ancestral components, followed by a back migration to North Africa, giving rise to the Berber ancestral component. So again, Berbers derive their ancestry from the Eurasians. And there's a source right there, genome-wide genotype and sequence-based reconstruction of the 140,000 year history of modern human ancestry by Daniel Striner et al. From Nature. The divergence of Berbers is less than 30,000 years, which makes them younger than Eurasians. All set of North African samples show significant amounts of Berber ancestry, presumably reflecting Amazigh peoples. The Berber and Arabian ancestral components diverge 888 generations ago, or 27,000 years ago. This divergent time is 21,000 years before M81, the Y chromosome haplogroup, originated in North Africa. The Berber ancestral components cluster with the Caucasian, European, Middle Eastern, South Asian ancestral components, not with sub-Saharan ancestral components, because the Berbers themselves are related to Middle Easterners, because they all have a common source, Eurasians. You can't come before your fathers. It's impossible. You can't come before your parents. It's impossible. And here's a chart here from that same paper demonstrating just that. As y'all can see, the Berber and Arabians are pretty much sister lineages. And as you can see, just follow the lines up. They all converge back to Eurasians. They converge with Europeans, Levantine Caucasian, Lowland East Cushitic. All of them go back to Eurasians. All of them. Indians, all of them go back to Eurasians. This is very simple and easy to follow. Basal Eurasian lineage emerged before 50,000 years ago, which proves Eurasians are older than Berbers. The basal Eurasian lineage is the signature of ancient non-Africans who diverged from the common European Eastern Asian pool before 50,000 years ago, Silk. Before 50,000 years ago, prior to the latter interbred with Neanderthals. And there's a source on the bottom. This is easy. It's already over. Projecting ancient ancestry in modern-day Arabians and Iranians. A key role the past exposed Arabo-Persian Gulf on human migrations. Joanna C. Ferreira et al. 2021. So it's clear. The basal Eurasians, the Eurasians, come way before the Berbers on the scene. So let's ascertain a date for Eurasians at 70,000 years ago. This is much older than the first Berbers. Here we characterize the genetic and geographic features of the Eurasian population hub, where the ancestors of all present-day non-Africans lived between the early phases of the Outer Africa expansion approximately 70 to 60,000 years ago, in the broader colonization of Eurasia 45,000 years ago. Layman's terms, Eurasians pop up around 70,000 years ago. They split from the Outer Africa population. And then they colonized the entirety of Eurasia by 45,000 years ago. All of this is older than the Berbers. Again, you cannot be older than your parents. The Berbers come from Eurasian, Silk. Source: the Persian Plateau served as a hub for Homo sapiens after the main out of Africa dispersal by Leonardo Vellini et al. 2024 PMC. You know, we stay up to date over here. Yap Gang representative. Eurasians approximately 70,000 years ago versus Berbers approximately 30,000 years ago. Berbers are younger than 30,000 years ago. This is a lot younger than the initial Eurasian population, dated to around 70,000 years ago. Therefore, the Eurasians were here before the Berbers. The Berbers are literally descendants of earlier Eurasian populations. My opponent is literally putting the egg before the chicken. That's exactly what you're doing. You outmatch, you outclass. There's nothing you can do with this. Nothing. Recapitulation of the Eurasians dating back to 70,000 years ago. That's basically what this debate is. A bunch of recapitulation. I'm just recapping the information. A combination of evidence based on genetic, fossil, and archaeological findings indicate that Homo sapiens spread out of Africa between 70 to 60,000 years ago. However, it appears that once outside of Africa, human population did not span across all of Eurasia until 45,000 years ago. I want my audience to understand Eurasians come first. It's a lot earlier than his proclaimed dates. They spread and cover all of Eurasia by 45,000 years ago. And then let's not forget, the Eurasians are the parents of Berbers. Like, this is crazy. The geographic whereabouts of these early settlers in the time frame between 70 to 60,000 to 45,000 years ago has been difficult to reconcile. Here we combine genetic evidence and paleoecological models to infer the geographic location that acted as a hub for our species during the early phases of colonization of Eurasia. The Persian Plateau served as a hub for Homo sapiens after the main out of Africa dispersal. Vellini et al. 2024. Eurasians since the middle and late Pleistocene, which places their age long before Berbers. That's all y'all gonna hear all night. Eurasians are before Berbers. It's just simple shit. Really, I'm not gonna get my belt out this time, Silky. Go sit your ass in the corner and don't you fucking move. No juicy juice, no cartoons. You taking your ass to sleep at 9. This is unacceptable behavior. Like, as I was saying, a growing body of evidence indicates that the colonization of Eurasia by Homo sapiens was not a simple process, as fossil and archaeological findings support a model of multiple migrations out of Africa from the late Middle Pleistocene and across the late Pleistocene. This is very old dates. I'm going to give you the dates here in a minute. I'm going to give you a graph with all the dates of when this was occurring. Traces of these early dispersals are also evidence in the genome of our Neanderthal relatives, which illustrate interbreeding events as humans moved into Eurasia. Early dispersals of our species were likely accompanied by population contractions and extinctions, though succeeded by a subsequent large-scale wave at 70 to 60,000 years ago, from which all modern-day non-Africans descend. Silk. Tamu-ass silk, man. The Persian Plateau served as a hub for Homo sapiens after the main out of Africa dispersal. Valeni et al. 2024 is the source. You can find it on PubMed, PMC. And here's basically a timeline of the upper and lower Paleolithic periods. To the right, you can see that this period begins around 129,000 years ago, and it ends during the Holocene, 11,700 years ago. So this is when that period happened. This is very, very, very old migratory events, 70,000 years ago. Like, you're not beating that. You're not going to change the whole field of science. Timeline, remember the Eurasians are middle and upper Paleolithic people, 70 to 45,000 years ago. That's the time frame. And as you guys can see, the timeline right there, the upper Paleolithic and the middle Paleolithic periods are the ones that are in question. So in middle Paleolithic, you're going to get roughly 300,000 all the way down to 50,000. The upper Paleolithic is 50,000 all the way down to the Holocene, which is 10,000 years ago, which is when these Eurasians doing their migration. Astronomically old dates prove that Eurasians are older and come before the Berbers. With our work, we show that populations from the Persian Plateau carry an ancestry component that closely match the population that settled the hub outside of Africa, therefore pointing to the Persian Plateau as suitable for human occupation throughout 60 to 40,000 years ago, indirectly shedding light on the early interactions and admixture of our species with Neanderthals and the relationship between main Eurasians and the elusive basal Eurasian human population, as well as informing on where future archaeological investigations should be focused. Again, 60 to 40,000 years ago, we already got Eurasians. Earlier, we brought up 70,000 years ago. This is way before any date that you can produce, way before your Berber strips. That's 4th century stuff, bro. What the hell are we doing? Bro, that's some Tamu-ass scholarship, man. Come on, bro. The Reaper sweep and collect your soul. And when I kill him, the judge gonna give me life without parole. Lucifer, nigga. Now spit that dumbass shit.
All right, Silk. Hey, let me go do a commercial. Hey man, if you tired of wearing bullshit, you wanna rock some fly shit, Pine Club Apparel, you know what I'm saying? Get tapped in. We got everything you need, you know what I'm saying, to get fly and succeed. You know what I'm talking about? You put my clothes on, you get blessings out of the sky. Blessings hit your ass right in the forehead. You cop you some Pine Club. But all right, Silky, let's go and get to this beginning of the second round. Share the screen. Get to this presentation. All right, I'm ready when you ready, Silk.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, right there. We showing real charts. We showing real sources, not a bunch of cooked up fake fraudulent stuff. We ain't out there pushing no counterfeit sources. You know, I caught that how you over here jumping all around with your little Eurasia. It's really 26K, but you trying to put on some extra and making up numbers. But it's all right, though. I got you, man. Even though you shot yourself like 3 times, like, come on, bro. So they leave Africa, but they don't start in Africa, right? They start in Europe and come back. Stop wasting our time, bro. You got logic, man. You just need to cut it on, man. Stop wasting our time with this. But it's like, I'm going to show you. So you think I'm talking about scripts, huh? Yeah, we're going to get into them scripts. We're going to get deep into them scripts. Let's go. And then I'm going to match it up with some science. Then I'm going to link it up with the science on you. just put that dagger in here. Some more. All right, let's go. So a few genetic, including ancient current day whole genomes have been analyzed in order to refine the population history of North Africa. Y'all see the yellow? Those are the Berbers moving all around. Let's keep reading though. The Berber presence in North Africa is recorded as early as 3000 BCE, and references to them appear in ancient Egyptian, Greek, and Roman sources. All right, let me read that again. The Berber presence in North Africa is recorded as early as 3000 BC, and references to them appear in ancient Egyptian, Greek, and Roman sources. Get it through your head. Let's keep going though. The Berbers refer to themselves as Amazigh, free people, have a rich culture and history and tradition. Yeah, they do. The Berbers' language is primarily oral, though it has had their own writing system for at least 25,000 years. Today, people identified as Berbers are widely scattered in both rural and urban areas, making them a significant portion of the population in Morocco and Algeria. Let's keep rolling. Go on to the next one, baby. The history of the human habitation in Morocco spans since the lower Paleolithic era, with the earliest known being Jebel Erhu. Much later, Morocco it was part of the Abu Mauritian culture, including the Tafirat dates from the establishment of Mauritania and other ancient Berber kingdoms to the establishment of the Moroccan state of the Idris dynasty, followed by the other Islamic dynasties through the colonial independent periods. Archaeologists' evidence has shown that the area was inhabited by hominids at least 400,000 years ago. The recorded history of Morocco begins with the Phoenicians. Let me read that again for your Europe. That's named after a Phoenician. That's really a Berber. Yeah, how you like that? Front to back to where you at on that? You out there wasting our time. You out there talking about Europe, but it's named after a Berber. Hello, I bet you didn't know that one, though, did you? Yeah, this guy. Archaeologists' evidence has shown that the area was inhabited by hominids at least 40,000 years ago. It's always been inhabited. They're indigenous. They never left. They're still living in the mountains. Same shit. They still keep roll the same shit. They haven't done nothing different. Same old shit. The recorded history of Morocco begins with the Phoenician colonization of the Moroccan coast between the 8th and 6th century BCE, although the area was inhabited by the indigenous Berbers for some 2,000 years before that. In the 5th century BCE, the city-states of Carthage extended the hegemony over the coastal areas. They remained there until the late 3rd century BCE, while the hinterlands was ruled by the indigenous monarchs. Indigenous Berber monarchs from the territory. That part. The reason the indigenous Berber monarchs ruled the territory from 3rd century BCE until the 40th CE, when it was annexed to the Roman Empire. 5th century CE, it was overran by the Vandals before being recovered by the Byzantine Empire in the 6th century. All through this, the region was conquered by the Muslims in the 8th century CE, but broke away from the Umayyad Caliphate after the Berber revolt of the 740. Half of the century later, a Moroccan state was established in the Idris dynasty. The Saudi dynasty ruled the country 1549, 1659, and followed the Alalas from 1667 onwards, who have since been the ruling dynasty of Morocco. Yep. Archaeological excavations have demonstrated the presence of Morocco that were ancestral to Homo sapiens, as well as the presence of early human species. The fossilized bones of 400,000-year-old early human ancestors were discovered in Salih in 1971. The bones of several very early Homo sapiens were excavated at the Jebel Erhu in 1991. These were dated using modern techniques in 2017 and found that to be at least 300,000 years old. Morocco, Berbers, indigenous. Boy, wasting my time. Boy, I'm getting tired of slapping you around. The bones of several very early Homo sapiens were excavated in Jebel Uru in 1991. These were dated using modern techniques. In 2017, modern techniques, and found to be at least 300,000 years old, making them the oldest examples of Homo sapiens discovered anywhere in the world. Come on, man. Hey, y'all from Morocco, man. Africa, y'all from out there, man. All y'all, yeah, all y'all from out there. Yeah, every last one of y'all all from out there. Sorry, though, I'm gonna show you though. We're gonna back it up with science. I'm already hitting you with the screw. We're gonna keep rolling though. Stay with me. Yeah, I know, right? Tell me about it. Hey, there you go. So in 2000, making it the oldest examples of Homo sapiens discovered anywhere in the world. So, the oldest one discovered in the world, plus the accurate one. You don't even have that. That's where you think, yeah, if it's the oldest one, do the math. In 2007, small perforated seashell beads were discovered in Safared that are 82,000 years old, making them the earliest known evidence of personal adornment found anywhere in the world. In the Mesolithic times, between 20,000 and 5,000 years ago, the geography of Morocco resembled a savanna more than the present arid landscape. While it was known about settlements in Morocco during that period, excavations elsewhere in the Madrid region have suggested an abundance of game that and forests that would have been hospitable to the Mesolithic hunters and gatherers, such as those of the Caspian culture. Let's keep going. Going to the next one, Wavy. The term Moors saving Europe from the Dark Ages refers to significant contribution of Islamic civilization in Iberia. The advanced knowledge during the period often referred to the Dark Ages in Europe, which lasted from the 8th to the 15th century. Yep, in the 8th century, Muslim forces from North Africa, known as Moors, conquered much of the Iberian Peninsula, establishing a flourishing Islamic culture that lasted for centuries. All right, yeah, let's get on to this. Let's go and check this out now. Now I'm about to smack you up with some medical. Now we're going to the medical field right now. Now you're about to get dealt with medically. All right. Well, as African Americans, European Americans participating in a atherosclerotic disease, vascular function, and genetic epidemiology, advanced study confirmed that the West and West Central African origins for the majority of the African American participants. West, Northwest, Morocco. Everybody's coming from the West. That's the oldest, it's original. That's the only thing that's real, coming from the West. Let me see, African American descent share common haplogroups with the African ethnic groups, particularly in the West and West Central Africa. 01, Salah, then back in 2004, the genotype dates for more than 450,000 single nucleotides polymorphism. Atherosclerotic disease, vascular function, and genetic epidemiology. Study confirmed that the West and West Central African origins for the majority of African American participants. The majority is the West. Going to the next one, Wavy. While the general consensus is that Homo sapiens, our species, originated in Africa, there are growing evidence suggesting that the origins may be more complex than a single specific location. And the emergence of modern humans occurred across the various regions of the continent, including West Africa, rather than solely in the East or the South Africa, which is the old terminology because that's what y'all used to go by. But now that you got real information, it's from the West. But we'll just keep it going, though. The scientific community agrees that the Homo sapiens evolved and emerged in Africa, that all the humans live today will be traced back to genetic ancestors back to Africa. Wasting our time out here. The indigenous population of the Madrid region of North Africa, collectively known as the Berbers and Mazik English, in the English tribal titles such as the Barbara and the Berberata appear in Egyptian inscriptions of 1700 and 1300 BC. The Berbers were probably intimately related with the Egyptians in very early times. Y'all don't even know how far ahead these Berbers are. You don't have a clue. The Egyptians, they're ancient to the Egyptians. To your Egyptians, all your pyramids, these people are ancient to them. Sorry, I'm gonna show you. Sorry, y'all got Silky D, so we're good. According to the Afi for here, the Berbers comprise the 7 principal races in Africa. A medieval Tanzania scholar, Amine Kalana, 1332-1406, recounting the oral traditions prevalent in his day, sets down two popular opinions as to the origin of the Berbers. According to the opinion, there are descended from Canaan, son of Ham, and have for ancestors Berbers, son of Temla, son of Mazik, son of Canaan, son of Ham, and son of Noah. Alternatively, Abu Muhammad as-Safsoli, 947 CE, held that there are descendants from the Berber, the son of Kalajman, Kashluchim, and son of the Masram, and son of Ham. They belong to a powerful, formidable, brave, and numerous people. The true people, like so many others the world has seen, like the Arabs, Persians, the Greeks, the Romans. These men belong to a family people who have inhabited Madrid since the beginning. Scripts, scrolls. Yeah, where you at? This is the ancient people telling y'all what's ancient. Where you at? Show me something. Where your source at? Source up. They belong to a powerful, formidable, brave, numerous people. These are the ancient people talking about ancient people. Who they tied to? That they coming from way down the line. They just not getting up on it, but these people still the old people way back. They just not catching up to it, but they speaking on it. What's up? You fell for the oldest trick in the scroll. They belong to a powerful, formidable, brave, and numerous people. A true people like so many others the world has seen, like Arabs, Persians, Greeks, and the Romans. These men who belong to the family of peoples have inhabited the Madrid since the beginning. The most common Y chromosome going to the next one, Wavy. Yeah, the most common Y chromosome haplotype in the Berbers is E1, B1, 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 M81, also known as the EM81. This haplogroup is found in North African groups such as the Mozabites, Riffians, Chulans, Middle Atlas, and Kabali. It is found at high levels of medieval Berbers and Al-Andalus. It's also from Canary Islands, where it's associated with the Berber people. It is found in the mountains of Portugal, southern Spain, southern Italy, and provinces and regions of France, parts of Latin America, and among Hispanic people in the USA due to European colonization. The parent clade of B1 is believed to have originated in the Horn of Africa about 42,000 years ago. You only had 26. I'm gonna hit you with 400,000, 27,000, 50,000. Where you at? Prove what Eurasia is and all that. You ain't did nothing out here. Let's get back to these scrolls though that I'm slapping you upside the head with. 959 BC, presented the success of Siam as king of Egypt. 957 BC, Solomon's temple is completed. 959 BC is also proposed date. 957 BC, the reign of Mu Wang and the Zhao dynasty begins. 952 BC, Thersippus, king of Athens, dies after the reign of 41 years, is succeeded by his son Phorbas. 950 BC, northern Egypt starts to be ruled by Libyan pharaohs. The Libyans build sites, and the first time a sturdy urban life grows up in the Nile Delta. 950 BC, 800 BC, some early parts of the Bible were written. We predate all that. Use 400,000 indigenous inhabitants. We've been there. Us. And I still got plenty more for you. But that's some scrolls right there. I'm let the scrolls, let the pharaohs tell you what's up. Holler at me. What they saying about your Eurasia? Where you at? Yeah, what's up on that? You ain't got nothing. You ain't showed me nothing out here. Berbers, scripts, scrolls, predating from the beginning.
Time.
Playing with me, man.
Shout out to Domino's Pizza. Shout out to Domino's Pizza, man. They came through with the munchies, man. Y'all, if y'all hungry, man, go holler at Domino's, man. And I need my check off this. But Lucifer, how we looking?
Man, you get this silk off of Temu, bro. You got to share my street. Hey, you better return that, get your money back, nigga. That little $5 was worth it. Man, this nigga keep bringing up Phoenicians and all these Phoenicians this, Phoenician that. First of all, it's irrelevant because we're talking about deep time history before there was a Phoenician. But since you brought the Phoenician, I'm going to take the belt and beat your ass with it. Since you brought it up, I'm going to take the Phoenicians and beat your ass with it. Punic people had Greek genetics and almost no Levantine ancestors, new study finds. So what you're talking about are some Greek-related people, bro. These people are Eurasian. A new study has found that Punic people had a similar genetic profile to populations from Sicily and the Asian, and just little admixture from the Levant. A study by Harvard University's David Reich Lab has found that the Punic people, traditionally believed to be a Semitic people who migrated from where? Phoenicia to the central and western Mediterranean during the early Iron Age, had only a minority contributor of ancestry from the Levant. Titled Punic people were genetically diverse with almost no Levantine ancestors. The yet-to-be-published study highlights that although the Phoenicians transformed the Mediterranean during the first millennium BCE, there's a date for you guys, first millennium BCE. Eurasians is 70,000 years old, and he bringing you first millennium BC shit. It says the extent of human movement between the Levantine Phoenician homeland and Phoenician Punic settlements in the central and western Mediterranean has been unclear in the absence of comprehensive ancient DNA studies. The researchers concluded that the Levantine Phoenicians had little genetic contribution to people living in Punic settlements in the central and western Mediterranean between 6th and 2nd century BCE. Genome-wide data from 210 individuals, including 196 from 14 sites traditionally identified as Phoenician and Punic in Levant, North Africa, Iberia, Sicily, Sardinia, and Ibiza, as well as an early Iron Age individual from Algeria. These individuals, especially surprising considering the Phoenicians left an abundance of cultural, historical, linguistic, and religious archaeological evidence. Instead of these inheritors of Levantine Phoenician culture derive most of their ancestry from populations with a genetic profile similar to that of Sicily and the Asian, the study added. And that's all we're going to read from here, bro. It's just very simple. The people that you are referring to are themselves Eurasians. Berbers are themselves. They derive from Eurasians. You keep cutting your goddamn self. Y'all keep doing this every debate. Y'all read shit that cuts you, and you appealing to AI. You don't even got a real presentation. Your shit is just AI overview, AI inquiry. That's it. No real presentation. Let's get to the next cut, bro. Here's another rebuttal, bro. I'm just rebutting stuff you brought in your round. You brought up EM183, which is also known as EM81. This doesn't help your argument at all. It says right here, we have estimated with P divergence of the EM183 branch from its sister, EM78, around 9,700 years ago. How does this help your argument? It doesn't help it at all. It don't help at all. 9,700 years ago is too young. It's too recent. You need to beat 70,000 years ago. It's done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. What else are we talking about here? Now let's go to slideshow. And I want to go to slide 20 to address. I knew you was going to do this, right? I knew you was going to do this. I knew you were going to bring up Jebel Irhoud. You always talk about Jebel Irhoud, right? Jebel Irhoud is not applicable to the Berbers. You can't apply Jebel Irhoud. I'm going to show you why. The North African region has a complex human demographic history with multiple migrations events that have shaped the genetic makeup of its population. Stone artifacts found in Algeria suggests that the first peopling of North Africa occurred around 2.4 million years ago. So he'll jump on this. Oh, that's old. That's old. However, the oldest human remains found in the region at the Moroccan site of Jebel Irhoud date back to 300,000 years ago. Nonetheless, up to now, there is no evidence, Silky. Listen to me when I'm talking to you, bro. Don't roll your goddamn eyes. Listen to me. Up to now, there is no evidence that points to a continuity from these ancient humans to current North African people. Who you thought you was fucking with, nigga? You can't use no Jebel Irhoud. That argument has been taken away from you. I'm the negative. I'm here to negate. You're done. You're finished. Now let's get into this presentation. Y'all see the source on the bottom. Modeling the demographic history of human North African genomes point to a soft split divergent population by Jose M. Sardell at all 2023 BioRxiv is where you can find that. I mean, I could literally just show them what you showed and just rebut that all night, but brother was bringing up documents. I already broke that down and killed that 4th century documents, 9th century mentioning of these North African people. 9th century BC, that's too damn young, bro. That's too young. All right, so let's go to my slideshow, presenter view, and let's catch up, man. I mean, this is gonna be just an ass whooping. Again, we can look at the East Eurasian, West Eurasian ancestry, which also proves to be older than Berbers. And he just showed EM81 and EM183, which points to a 9,700-year-old divergence event. That's too goddamn young, Silky. We talking 70,000 years ago. And these people, again, inhabit and colonize all of Eurasia by 45,000 years ago, as we keep reading. Says information from archaeological evidence advocates for a long presence of modern humans in the region, dated to at least 44,000 years ago when considering the earliest initial Upper Paleolithic and Upper Paleolithic record, or to as early as 55,000 years ago when including certain Middle Pleistocene sites that may relate to modern humans. Furthermore, the attested presence of Neanderthals in the Zagros Mountain until at least 40,000 years ago supports the idea that the ancestors of all living Eurasians spent 20,000 years ago in the hub location and admixed with our archaic relatives. So again, you add 20 to 40, that's 60,000 years. And you over here talking about Egyptian writings. The Egyptians didn't even start writing until 5,000 years ago. You killed yourself. Come on, man. It says archaic relatives potentially over a prolonged period of time, ultimately differentiating into the population that eventually led to the colonization of Eurasia, Oceania, and the Americas. At around 45,000 years ago, a population expansion associated with the initial Upper Paleolithic emanated from the hub, spreading the East Eurasian ancestry and colonizing most of Eurasia. This expansion left descendants only among present-day East Eurasians and Oceanians, but largely faded and was assimilated in Europe by a subsequent expansion carried out by the Western Eurasian groups, taking place 38,000 years ago. For recapitulation, 70,000 years ago, the Outer Africa event happens. These Eurasians diverge from their original population. They begin to spread into what we now call Eurasia, okay? And then they colonize the entire Eurasian plateau by 45,000 years ago. All dates older than all that shit he showed y'all. Rock art and culture in Eurasia is older than the Berbers. All you gotta do is go to the rock art. I didn't even have to bring up genes and genetics. I just say, look, these are Homo sapiens here, and they left art. You done. To this extent, the time elapsed as a single hub population might have served as an incubator for the development of cultural innovations later observed almost simultaneously at the opposite end of the Pleistocene Eurasian world. Among these features, the most notable is the presence of rock art at 40,000 years ago in Sulawesi, Indonesia, compatible in age with the oldest European art, 41 to 35,000 years ago, as well as the innovative usage of projectile weapons recorded in Europe, the Levant, and South Asia. Again, you cook. The evidence is there. We have their stone weapons. We have their art. We see semblance of their culture here at a date way before any Berbers, way before your little Egyptian writings. The Persian Plateau served as a hub for Homo sapiens after the mainland Africa dispersal. Leonardo Baglioni et al. 2024 PMC. Boy, this paper right here cutting the fuck out of you. Out of Africa event circa 70,000 years ago is associated with Eurasians, which means Berbers are younger. In conclusion, our multidisciplinary efforts shed light on the millennia that separated the Outer Africa expansions and the differentiation of Eurasians into Europeans, East Asians, and Oceanians. Our study has also pointed to the Persian Plateau as the most likely candidate for the hub location of Homo sapien populations in consideration genetic, paleontological, and archaeological evidence, thereby illustrating that this is a key region for future archaeological investigations. Again, this all happens around 70,000 years ago. There's 3 lines of evidence here: genetic, which deals with the genes, the paleontological evidence, which deals with bones, and archaeological evidence, which deals with everything else. The Persian Plateau served as a hub for Homo sapiens after the mainland Africa dispersal. Same paper. Again, just more recapitulation. That's all we doing here. Reminding you motherfuckers when they got here. Again, Eurasians are 70,000 years old, Silky. And they colonized all of Eurasia about 45,000 years ago, Silk. Here we characterize the genetic and geographic features of the Eurasian population hub, where the ancestors of all present-day non-Africans lived between the early phases of the Outer Africa expansion. approximately 70 to 60,000 years ago, older than any Berber. Again, these are the parents of Berbers. How the hell? Anyway, in the broader colonization of Eurasia 45,000 years ago, same source. The Berber marker, we already brought that up, man. It's EM81. It's young. Why would you even bring this up? 14,200 years ago, according to this estimate here. Here's the paper on the bottom, evidence for the prehistoric origin of the G2019S mutation in the North African Berber population. Still too damn young. You need to beat 70,000 years, and you can't because, again, the Berbers themselves derived from Eurasians. All right, so Jebel Irhoud, I already showed you people that he cannot use Jebel Irhoud or any archaic, old, early hominids. He can't use them at all because there's no continuity. They have no direct connection to modern humans today genetically. So you cannot use them. These are not Berbers. These are early hominids. The source that you read literally said that. AI overview head ass nigga. There's a source right there again. Modeling the demographic history of North Africans. Again, Amazi equals Berbers. Read this already. Berbers literally come from Eurasians, Silk. In Model D, North African populations are split between Arabs and Amazi. The Amazian show a deeper origin splitting from the Eurasian branch, Silk. They come from Eurasians. You can't come from your fathers and your mothers. You can't come before your parents. Again, chicken and egg fallacy. What are we doing? The Amazi show a deeper origin splitting from the Eurasian branch, whereas Arab North Africans split more recently from the Middle Eastern branch. And there's a source right there. Modeling the demographic history of human North African genomes point to a soft split divergence between population. Jose M. Serradell et al. 2023. Same source. The Amazian split from the rest of Eurasian populations at 18.12 thousand years ago, whereas the Outer Africa event is estimated at 79.28 thousand years ago. So this is a different model, has a little variance on the ages, but still the fact is the same. Berbers diverge from Eurasians. Those are the parent group. You can't get the son group or the daughter group without the parent group. The parent group was here long before the Berbers. And there's the source right there again, same source. Population divergence. Many factors can cause populations to diverge genetically. This is what y'all need to understand. Populations are not static. They don't just pop up on the earth. They descend from somebody, Silky. Who do they descend from? Eurasians. Therefore, Eurasians are before Berbers. This is very simple. You see the source right there. University of Colorado Boulder, the Taylor Lab College of Arts and Sciences, population differentiation and speciation. Y'all really need to learn population differentiation. I won all these debates based off that. Population diversion refers to the process where two or more populations of the same species become genetically distinct over time. And that's what happened with the Berbers. They split off from earlier Eurasians, as said earlier. And again, since you love AI overview, there's your AI overview on that. Genetic divergence explained again from LibreText Biology. Genetic divergence is the process in which two or more populations of an ancestral species accumulate independent genetic changes through time, often after the population have become reproductively isolated for a long period of time. And there's my source on that definition. Here's a chart from the modeling paper that I was reading from earlier. As you guys can see, to the right, 18,000 years ago, the Amazi split from the main Eurasian branch, and all of the models show this. D3, D4, D1, and D2 all show the Amazi. Y'all see it to the left. AMA, those are your Amazi, aka Berbers. They all split from Eurasian branches. They share ancestry, Middle Easterners, Arabs, Europeans, East Asians. They all split from a common ancestry, which is known as the Eurasians, that are tied to the Outer Africa event, where they diverge and differentiate to their own population. Come on, man. Here's another chart showing the same thing. The Amazi around 22.3 thousand years ago split.
2 minutes.
From this main Eurasian branch. Main Eurasian branch, bro. You cooked. You cooked. It's over. It's over, bro. As y'all see, the Amazi, aka the Berbers, they split between the ancestors of the Middle Easterns, Europeans, and North African Arabs about 22,000 years ago. When the main Eurasians are what? 70,000 years old. You cooked, bro. Berbers come from Eurasian populations. The GP4PG analysis, like the ABCDL, supports that the Amazi and Arab populations in North Africa have different demographic histories to cite both originated as back to Africa movements from Eurasian populations, Silk. They literally come from Eurasians. They can't be older than their parents. You're cooked. You finished, man. Where the fuck you get this silk from? You must have got it from Tamu, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you, bro? They come from the Eurasians. They literally descend from them. It's like you telling your parents, nah, motherfucker, you come from me. What are we doing? Berbers, again, this recapitulation is some we have built a robust model of the demographic scenario of the North African population by implementing the ABCDL algorithm and novel GP4PG algorithm based on the meta heuristics. We have defined a clear topology that proposes a back to Africa origin and differentiates the Amazigh-speaking populations from the Arab-speaking population in the origin and settlement in Northern Africa. Same source, modeling the demographic history. The reaper sweep and collect your soul. And when I kill you, the judge gonna give me life without parole. Now spit that dumbass shit, nigga. Lucifer, bitch. Go, nigga. That's it, man. Go. Round two.
All right, let's get this money. Hey, and if I'm correct, we not doing the question and answer round, right? Right.
Hey, I thought we were, but it's cool.
Okay, we is. All right, my bad. Okay, we is. I was about to say, all right, this halftime. Hey, man, powerful bills only, man. We getting to the goddamn information. You know what I'm saying? We going into that third round. You know what I'm saying? Go refill your popcorn. Go roll you another blunt, because it is about to go down, man. Y'all just stay at the end. We gonna drop the link, and y'all can come on and at the end of the question and answering, right when the brothers doing their closing, I'm gonna drop that poll. So y'all stay tuned in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. All right, Silky, we're going into this third round. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get it. Put me on the screen. All right, go. Let me see. Go one over.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, you get right here. All right, let's go. So let's go. Yes, according to historical evidence, the Berber people, also known as Amazigh, are considered to be older than the Egyptian civilization, meaning they have been inhabiting North Africa for a long period of time, predating the rise of ancient Egypt. The presence in the region dates back thousands of years before the first Egyptian dynasty. Once again, I could get the ancient people to tell y'all who the original people are. It's that easy. And then you coming out here talking about some migrations. Stop wasting our time. They started in Africa. Hello? Berbers are indigenous to Africa. Hello? They've always been indigenous in Africa. Hello? Wake up. You still don't, it ain't registering in your head. Don't make no sense. Yes, the Berbers, also known as the Amazigh, are considered to predate recorded history? What? Let's bring that back. Yes, Berbers, also known as the Amazigh, are considered to predate recorded history. According to linguistic research, the ancient Berber language that the Proto-Berber estimated is several thousand years old. Going to the next one, Wavy. One more over. I'm gonna keep slapping this guy around and wasting our time with all this. Talking about the egg. Yeah, you the one steady screaming egg. Egg come from chicken. It's Africa. Hello. Wasting our time with this. Craig, you can't even prove Eurasia. Give us some info on it. You ain't gave us nothing on it. Making up a bunch of stuff. Humans have evolved 100,000 years earlier than we thought. The mystery still remains. Morocco fossil discovered alters the accepted narrative of when humans evolved and how they spread through Africa. 2017. Newly discovered in Africa pushed back the age we known modern humans roamed Earth by roughly 100,000 years ago. Pushing back the timeline. Evolution anthropologist in the press conference this week, Hubbard was lead researcher on one of the two studies published in the Discoveries in yesterday's issue of the journal Nature. Up until now, the oldest definitive modern human fossils were known to be around 200,000 years old and had been in modern-day Ethiopia. Discoveries helped cement the dominant theory among anthropologists in the recent decades of modern humans. Homo sapiens survived East Africa and migrated north into Asia and Europe. This region has therefore been dubbed the cradle of human mankind, though South Africa also lays claim to the title. Our results challenge this picture in many ways, Hubbard said. The fossils is a team study come from a cave in central Morocco, thousands of miles from East Africa. They suggest that about 300,000 years ago, modern humans had already spread. Let's go on to the next one, Wavy. I already hit you with 300,000. How many migrations it gonna take for you to be happy? Yeah, we in Africa, bro. We been out there. We made that. We named it. What you talking about? You telling us something we don't know. We already knew all this. Berbers been here. Y'all just got here. The ancient language of Libya was Numidian, also known as Old Libyan or Libyan. Language is spoken in ancient Numidia, which is North Africa, and thought to be an ancestor of the Berber language. Y'all don't even know Phoenician, Numidian, Berber, Moors, all that. Amazigh, indigenous North Africans, and then some. Yeah, that's just the half. You don't even know the half. According to historical records, Berber presence in Egypt is documented from around the 17th century BCE, with Egyptian inscriptions mentioning the Berber tribals like Barbara and Berber Barada, indicating close relationship with the Berbers and Egyptians in early times. This is a period primarily corresponds to the Egyptian Middle Kingdom, later dynasties, the Berber tribes, and Meshwa, and significantly in Egyptian, particularly during the 22nd and 23rd dynasty, the Libyan pharaohs of Berber origin ruled the country. We ruled, yeah, they was ruling that. Well, go over one, go on to the next one, Wavy. One more. All right. There we go. 300,000-year-old skull found in Morocco. Because the fossil record is so patchy, fossils provide only minimal dates. Human DNA suggests even earlier origins of modern modernity. Comparing genetic differences between DNA and modern people and ancient Africans, it is estimated that our ancestors lived 260,000 to 350,000 years ago. All living humans descend from those people. 2020. Nick Longridge, scientists, archaeologists, everybody, all y'all from these people. This science. Now I done showed you with science. I done showed you with scrolls. I ain't done. I showed you we named Europe. Come on. I'll show you what the names of all these people is. Yeah, all that, and then some. And yeah, Lucy, then some you win, and then some you lose. Like tonight, yeah, you at it. Your head is chopped already. I'm tired of cutting your head off already. Compared to the difference of DNA in modern people and ancient Africans, it's estimated our ancestors lived 260,000, 350,000 years ago. All living humans. All living humans. Get it through your head. I don't want to hear it no more. 2020. All the descendants. All the descendants, Berbers. Right there. It's in there. Read it. Look it up. Go ahead. Check it out for yourself. When did we become fully human? Fossil DNA tells about the evolution of modern intelligence. Study crying about some Eurasia. You wouldn't have none of that if it weren't for us. You wouldn't have that if it weren't for the Berbers. Stop wasting my time. Boy, Moroccans did not contribute to paternity to later Stone Age individuals, and the relations 2019 study determined in North African descent of strictly Paleolithic groups. South Africa and subsequent migrations discovered that most of the genetic variations in shape during the Neolithic, while the ancient samples, it is most frequently in Western North Africans, Sahrawi Moroccans, Algerians, and Berbers. And suggested the continuity of the autochthonous North African components. Look up autochthonous. The consideration of Berber-speaking groups as autochthonous people of North Africa was reinforced by these results. Reinforced by these results. And then Silky D being a professor I am, being a scholar that I go look it up. I go check out the scrolls. I say, you know what, let me go flip through our old scrolls. Let me go look at this, check out the scrolls. See what the scrolls say about all this. And they goddamn confirming it. 2013, there's another publication of genetic study utilizing next generation Zeke sequences as asserting the ancestral lineage of the ancient Egyptian individual. The research was led by Karsten Pusch and the University of Tübingen in Germany, and Rebecca Hard, who released the findings in the journal and applied genetics. 2013, album raised and skeletons from the prehistoric sites in Tafra and Alba, Madrid were analyzed for ancient DNA. Although the specimens belong to maternal clades associated with either North Africa or the northern and southern Mediterranean littoral, indicating gene flow between these areas since the Epipaleolithic. Since that, wasting my time, Lucy. I chopped your head off. You done. I'm tired of cutting you. How many times I chop your head off? You out. Don't ever step to me no more. I don't want to hear nothing else after this. Wasting my time with this fool cat. You ain't even dropped no information. The ancient type of individuals carry the MDMA haplogroups U6H, JT, and V, which points to the population continuity, the region dating from the Albumin period. Anatomically modern humans are known to have been present in North Africa during the Middle Paleolithic 300,000 years ago, as attested by the Jebel Urhu. Been out there. Ain't nothing new. It's only new to you. But now you know. Look it up, it's all there. Don't make no sense. The aeronautic industry, pushing back the human origin timeline by 100,000 years refers to the recent scientific discoveries that suggest modern humans evolved significantly earlier than the previously thought, with fossil evidence now indicating that our species may have existed around 300,000 years ago. Wow. Now I wonder why our species, y'all, are starting at 300,000. You're welcome. Berbers, Moors, before Egypt, before history, predating all that. Look it up. 300,000. You dead already. Are you wasting my time? Tell me when they came and how many times they went. How many times they went back. Stop playing with me. We ruled all that. All that's us. We named it. Wasting my time. The fossil evidence now indicate our species that existed around 300,000 years ago, pushing the timeline back by roughly 1,000 years, 100,000 years, pushing it back. The key fossil evidence that pushed back the timeline comes from a site in Morocco. The discovery suggests that the modern humans may have evolved across a wider area of Africa, not just East Africa as previously believed. Stop saying East Africa. Y'all sound stupid. Y'all stuff is not, no, that's out of date. All that information, throw it away. Stop saying you're from the East, because the numbers gonna put you, that's just simple math. In the paper and published in 2017, most of the genetics agree that a limited correlation between the genetics and geography, showing a high population heterogeneity in the region. Without strong differences between Arabs and Berbers, North African populations have been described as mosaic North African. Taffa had Middle Eastern, European, early European farmers and sub-Saharan ancestries. We all over. We everywhere. What you ain't telling us nothing. We already did all this. You just now catching up. The recent genetic study published in the European Journal of Human Genetics, Nature 2019, showed that are closely related to West Asians as well as Europeans. Yeah, because we've been had all this. We've been did all this. We all over the place, so of course y'all gonna have some. You dead already. I don't know how many times I gotta kill you and put them bullets in your head. Your head chopped off already, buddy. That's coming home. That's going on my wall. You done for. Fight all this evidence if you want. I'm all 2019, 2021. According to Sanchez Marshall, in 2021, despite the gene flow in the Middle East, European and Sub-Saharan African, autochthonous genetic component that dates back to the pre-Holocene times is still present in North African groups. It's still present.
2 minutes.
Talking all that talk, like DNA with me, boy. Let's get it into, boy, I ain't done with you by far. In the prehistoric African spans of the period of earliest human presence in the region, the gradual onset and history in Madrid during the classical antiquity. Early anatomically modern humans are known to have been present in Jebel, including what is now Morocco, approximately 300,000 years ago. The Nile Valley region, via ancient Egypt, contributed to the Neolithic, Bronze Age, and Iron Age period of the old world, along with the ancient Near East. What's up? Stop playing with me. Moroccan Berber history goes back to prehistoric times. In fact, Morocco is known as home to the oldest humans, Homo sapiens ever found, nearly 300,000 years ago. I'm showing you descendants. Go next one, baby. Ancient fossils from Morocco messed up the modern human origins. They back 300. To include that the remains of the very root of our species. Hominid presence Eurasia dates back to approximately 2 million years ago with early evidence of Homo erectus and early Homo sapiens. But check this though. Let's go and get it. Go to the next one, baby. Approximately 1.7 million years ago, Homo erectus was the first hominid species to leave Africa, dispersing across the Eurasian continent. 1.7 million years ago. That's more of my folk coming from Africa over to yours, making it something. You welcome. Still from Africa. We got to go back to Africa every time. Real sources, charts. Modern Homo sapiens originated in Africa approximately 300,000 years ago with a group that left Africa around 60,000 years ago, eventually dispersing across the earth. Why do you think they left 300,000 years ago? From the Morocco, dispersed across the earth. That's us. That's me. That's my folk. Where y'all at? Learn something. However, to the early 1990s,
Tom. All right, let me unshare the screen. All right. Going to the bottom of that third. Going to the bottom of that third. Hey, man, appreciate y'all for tapping in. Like, share, and subscribe. Lucifer, let's get this money.
Man, I think this is Crystal Lake. I feel like I'm Jason. And since it's Easter, I'm leaving shell cases. Jebel Erhoud, bro. You keep bringing Jebel Erhoud. I already butted this last round, bro. There's no population out there. None. Zilch. Nada. That shows a continuity from archaic humans, early hominids, Jebel Erhoud included. That's what the source on the paper says from Jose M. Serradell et al., 2023. You also cut yourself when you showed a source that says all these populations come from X population and you name the Berbers. So that means Jebel Erhoud is not the Berbers. Again, you also brought up Homo erectus. I don't even have to look this stuff up. The crowd, just go on Google and type in Homo erectus. We're not Homo erectus. Berbers are not Homo erectus. They're Homo sapiens sapien. This is retarded. Okay? This is idiocy. Idiocy combined with lunacy, and you get silky. This is crazy. Again, Jebel Erhoud, 300,000 years ago, that stuff doesn't even matter because, again, there's no continuity. Again, I just taught you guys population divergence. Population diverge, split, become distinct, and separate from their initial population. So, no, that's not their origin. That would mean everybody will be goddamn Jebel Erhoud, and we're not. We're distinct and distinguished from archaic hominids. You said African Americans come from West Africa. That means they're tied to Moroccans or they come from Morocco. Newsflash, I almost said something. Newsflash, Silky. The West Africa, Western Central Africa is not Morocco. Morocco is Northwestern Africa. I don't think I need to show cartography or a map or geography. I think everyone knows this. So that was just non sequitur, irrelevant, A waste of a third round. Your whole third round was sitting around Jabal Hood. You lost. It's over. Now I got all my rebuttals out the way. I mean, that was pretty simple to rebut, and not really rebut. That was a refutation. Learn the difference, Silky. You disrespected my notepad by making me writing that shit down. So let's get into this. Again, Jabal Hood is not applicable to the Berbers. Up to now, there is no evidence that points to a continuity from these ancient humans to current North African people. You're just gonna have to sit with that, nigga. You're just gonna have to sit with that. You know, so we talked about Almazi and the Berbers. We just to recap real quick. Berbers literally come from Eurasians. I showed several sources explaining that they descend from Eurasians. So again, Berbers can't be first because they can't be before their parents. I keep saying this over and over again. I explained population divergence. Berbers diverge from Eurasians. Again, Eurasians are 70,000 years ago. The Almazi people split from Eurasians 18,000 years ago and 22,000 years ago, according to this model. Just to recapitulate real quick, Berbers come from the Eurasian populations. You're just gonna have to sit on that, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Berbers are less than 30,000 years old. Berbers descend from Eurasian populations. Therefore, it is impossible for Berbers to come before Eurasians. The descendant populations, which are Berbers, cannot be older than the parent population, which are Eurasians. Eurario divergent group, and we're here long before Berbers. We find evidence of migration from the ancestors of present-day Eurasians into African groups between 40 and 70,000 years ago, predating the divergence of Eastern and Western Eurasian lineages. And there's a source there, ancient admixture into Africa from the ancestors of non-Africans, Christopher B. Cole et al. 2020. Still older than Berbers. Again, Berbers are the children of Eurasians. This is crazy. Ancestral Eurasians are older than the Berbers. Our analysis suggests that a population ancestral to present-day Eurasians contributed as much as a third of the genetic material in many modern African populations. We find no difference in inferred admixture proportions when using French European or Han Chinese as extant representatives of the donor population, indicating that the admixing population must have split. Listen, Silky. I'm trying to teach you something. I know you're autistic. It's hard for you. But listen, the founding population must have, the donor population indicating that the admixing population must have split from the outer Africa population before the East, the West Eurasian divergence, implying a lower bound on the timing of the admixture of approximately 40,000 years ago. Same source, B. Cole et al. At BioRxiv, and that was 20. Again, here's some sites and sources for ancient peoples and Eurasia. Again, the red represents 49 to 46,000 years before present. The pinkish color is 45,000 years before present, and the orange is 44 to 42,000, and the yellow is 40 to 39,000 years before present. As you can see, all these dots across Eurasia showing very, very old migratory groups that are here long before there was ever a Berber. This man disrespected everybody and showed Egyptian writings and shit. Like, come on now. That's within the last 5,000 years. Or you can't be serious. You can't be serious. And they come into prominence around the first millennium BC. That's 3,000 years ago. We're talking 49, 46,000 years before present. What are you talking about, bro? So there's the sites right there. Clearly can be seen. Here's the paper that I just showed you guys, the initial Upper Paleolithic of the Atli, new radiocarbon determinations for the Kara Bomb site. Evgeny P. Rybin et al. 2023 from Science Direct. Age estimates for sites dating to the initial Upper Paleolithic in the region studied in this paper. The colors and the key are after the date estimates discussed in the text. So that's exactly what I showed you guys again, just a cap and presented again. All these sites are older than Berbers. Basal Eurasian lineage emerged before 50,000 years ago, which Eurasians are older than Berbers. The basal Eurasian lineage is the signature of ancient non-Africans who diverged from the common European Eastern Asian pool before 50,000 years ago, prior to the later interbreeding with Neanderthals. And there's the source on the bottom, projecting ancient ancestry and modern-day Arabians and Iranians. Joanna C. Ferreira et al. 2021. Ush Ishman is 45,000 years ago, which is older than any Berber sample. A main issue concerns here's the thing. He talked about the Tafarot. The Tafarot's only 15,000 years old for the samples, man. You understand Eurasia has way older samples at 45,000 years ago? Come on, bro. A main issue concerns the ancestral group of successful migrants who have been previously designed or designated as the bearers of the basal Eurasian lineage. The basal Eurasian bearers diverged from the European Eastern Asian pool prior to 50,000 years ago. Hence, they are necessarily an outgroup in relation to all known ancient hunter-gatherers, Eurasian specimens, such as the 45,000-year-old Ishman and the 39,000-year-old Oasi-1. You're finished. You're done? You're done, man. It's over. And here's a source projecting ancient ancestry in modern-day Arabians and Iranians. Same source. Again, here's a depiction of basal Eurasian. This is happening 70,000 years ago. These populations diverge and become distinct and become known what we now know as Eurasians. Okay, you can use your etymological fallacy. Does not work. It's a fallacy for a reason. These are the Eurasians we're talking about, right? And they most likely went through the land bridge in the Sinai Peninsula, and they start to inhabit this region. And some people think that they were in Arabia first and then dispersed from there. And as you can see, after the admixture with Neanderthals, they split to Eurasia and East Asia. What he's talking about is on the right. The Ibero-Eurasians, that's 14,500 years ago, bruh. Like, I'm in the question and answer round, I should ask you, what is 70,000 minus 14,000 or minus 15,000? Maybe that should be a question. Simple math questions here. So again, figure from the paper showing out African Eurasians 70,000 years ago. Says the schematic representation of the hypothesis discussed in this article. The Outer Africa group of migrants who followed a northern route represented by the blue dash arrow and or southern route represented by the red arrow diverged into two groups. One gave rise into the basal Eurasian group, hypothetically located in the Gulf region. The other interbred with Neanderthals, hypothetically in the Levant zone, and eventually originating the Eurasian and Eastern Asian populations, originally without basal Eurasian ancestry. So again, there you go again. Same paper, Joanna C. Ferreira et al. 2021. We're just cruising here, y'all. We're cruising. All Eurasian population migrations are older than Berbers. All of them. Like, nothing you can show is going to be older than this stuff, bro. The subsequent expansions into Eurasia from a population hub out of Africa, Slati Kun, can be described as a putative early expansion from the population formed after the major expansion out of Africa and hybridization with Neanderthals, and could be linked with non-Mostrian and non-initial early upper Paleolithic cultures found in Europe. 48 to 45,000 years ago are with the initial upper Paleolithic. Representative samples dated between 45 and 40,000 years ago across Eurasia can be ascribed to a population movement with uniform genetic features and material culture consistent with the initial upper Paleolithic affiliation, and which can also explain Oasi-1. After allowing for additional Neanderthal contribution, modern Papuans may be genetically seen as an extreme extension of this movement. Following local genetic differentiation, a subsequent population expansion could explain the genetic components found in ancient samples greater than 38,000 years ago, which contain in an unadmixed or admixed with pre-existing upper Paleolithic components, Goyet, Yana, Malta. The dates at the top of the right of each map provide a lower bound based on Carver 14 dates here. It says genetic and material culture support repeated expansions into Paleolithic Eurasia from a population hub out of Africa. Valini et al. 2022. And here's what we were just reading and describing again. So you can get a visual of when this was happening. Okay. So greater than 45,000 years ago, you see a migration of Eurasians going through. And we even have a sample dating to this time frame, which is Slati Kun. It's clearly in Europe, very old stuff, way older than any Berber sample. Any Berber sample. Again, he mentioned the Tafarot. That's 15,000 years ago. We're talking 45,000 here. Again, B is a dispersal event around 40,000 years ago and greater. And as you can see, we see them in East Asian. We see them in North Asia. We see them in Europe. And we even see them in Oceania, if you see to the right. And then the bottom one is greater than 38,000 years ago. And as you can see, the Yana population, the Wanta population exists there. The Malta population begins to come to fruition. And then we got several populations related to Goyet and Europe coming into fruition around 38,000 years ago. All these populations are older than any Berber that he can present. All Eurasian population migrations are older than the Berbers. We just read that. Again, man, this is silly. Let's get silly. We're just doing a bunch of recapitulation. Again, EM81, which he brought up, is one of the dominant lineages in Northwest Africa, and it's rarer in Northeast Africa, as you guys can see. Just to recapitulate, we have estimated with the P divergence of the EM183 branch from its sister, EM78, around 9,700 years ago. We've already shown and laid out that one, the Berbers come from Eurasians, and Eurasians are 70,000 years old, Silky. Like, the gig is up. There's nothing else to talk about at this point. It really isn't. It says using the fast mutation rate at 12,700 years ago when a slow mutation rate is considered. So the most you can get out of that is 12,700 years. And even you get even more recent when we're talking about the specific Berber marker that they have, which is EM183 downstream, a descendant of it, right?
2 minutes.
It says our findings when using SNP data suggest that EM183 originated around 2,000 years ago. So now we're getting newer and newer with this, bro. This is very, very young. Okay, let's get some TMRCAs. What's a TMRCA? The most recent common ancestor of these Berber people, right? EM183 reaches only about 3,000 years when you do the TMRCA, right? The TMRCAs of some of the downstream descendants, as you can see on the screen, which is ESM01, ECTS1227, and the EZ5009 are all about 2,000 years old. You fucking done. You fish, bro. And here's the source here. Evolution, Origin of Life, Concepts, and Methods. There's the editor there, Pierre. And it's a Springer book. That's a Springer book. Argue with Springer. Here's my summation. Berbers are much younger than the parent Eurasian group from which they descend from, around 22.8 thousand years ago. Eurasians resulting from out-of-African migrations places them at a date around 70,000 years ago. Cultural, archaeological sites also confirm that Eurasian populations existed prior to Berbers. Using archaic hominins is non-applicable to the debate because there is no continuity shared with Berbers in Jebel Arhoud. Most ancient DNA samples in Eurasia shown in my debate, Slotty Kun, Ish Ushman, Owasi 1, are all older than the Berbers. First round, I whipped out the blick. Second round, I put 2 in your shit. The third round, your mother at the funeral viewing your shit. Lucifer, bitch. That's round 3.
God damn. All right, let's get it. We're going into this Q&A round. Y'all want 5 minutes or 10 minutes back and forth each?
5 minutes. We just need
5 minutes. All right. Since Silky went first in the regular rounds, Yashu, I'm gonna let you go first in the Q&A. Let me see. Let me go and drop this. All right, Yashu. I'm gonna start the time whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. All right, Silky. I got a quick question for you. Do you understand what population divergence is?
Oh, no, can you explain it?
Population divergence is when a population splits from another one and becomes distinct. Like the Berbers splitting from early Eurasians 22,000 years ago. All right, so my follow-up question, because this is going to be a teaching moment. My follow-up question is this. You mentioned the Phoenicians. Do you know the origin and the date of the Phoenicians?
You tell me.
Wow, this is a question and answer. I can't get no answers. I got to teach them. So it's about 3 or 4,000 years ago is when we started seeing Phoenicians, bro. That's too young.
Okay.
The Eurasians are 70,000 years old.
Okay.
Do you understand what population continuity is?
Oh. No, why don't you explain it to me?
Okay. Population continuity means the genes, the ancestry of an X group remains in the descendant group. We don't see archaic hominins, humans like Jebel Arhoud and its genes and its ancestry remain in a descendant group like the Berbers. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Starting to feel bad for you, man. This is crazy. Man, do you know the date of out of Africa? Do you know the date of out of Africa?
The date of out of Africa?
When did out of Africa happen?
No, I don't know. Yeah, you tell me.
70,000 years ago, which means Eurasians are 70,000 years, which are older than any Berber sample, any Berber writing. How old is the Berber script?
How old is the script? I don't know the script. I think they say it might be 3, but in the script they're talking about it predates history. Or they predate history.
Oh, the script is only about 2,400 years old.
I'm just showing that the script says that they predate history.
Where you get your hat from?
Old Town Spring.
This nigga look like the Wicked Witch of the damn school fast thing. All right. Did you give us a date for the Berbers?
Yeah, it was 300,000.
No, Jebel Arhoud is not a Berber.
It's Morocco.
Okay, Jebel Arhoud is not a Berber.
Yeah, but the people there are indigenous.
Hey,
you know what indigenous? I mean, it's your question.
Man, I can't make them answer something you don't know how to answer. I'm trying. And I asked him like 5, 6 questions. He don't have to answer none of them, bro. All right. Can you provide an old Berber sample, a skeletal remain of a Berber?
You would have to go to Morocco.
So you can't give me a Berber sample, bro, and tell me how old it is? Dorothy about to click her heels, by the way.
All right. I mean, in the scientific reports, client said it was 300K.
No.
And you read the descendants, right? And did you see who the descendants was?
Again,
as in the same people that was inhabited.
That's why I asked you, did you understand population divergence? You need to get a working understanding of the field. That's the problem here. Look, man, do you understand that the African Americans do not share Moroccan ancestry? This is off topic, but you said this shit during the debate. Do you understand that?
Moroccan ancestry. I said Moroccan ancestry.
Yeah, you said West.
The source I read, the science source that I read from the leading scientists said it was everybody was descended from that area.
All right, done. Do you understand that Berbers descend from Eurasians?
So you're saying the Africans was born in Europe. You're telling me that all the Africans started in Eurasia? Is what you're telling me? Is that what I'm hearing right now?
I'm explaining to you that Berbers literally split and descend from Eurasians. We can tell this by their genes. Okay, so maybe.
So you're telling me they was never African? Is what you're saying?
Cool. Let me ask you this.
You're saying these people.
No, let me ask you this. Let me ask you, how does people inherit their genes? How do they do it?
How they inherit supposed to be passed down?
Passed down from who?
All right, Tom.
Passed down from Eurasians.
All right, Silk. The ball.
Yeah.
The ball is in your court.
No, yeah, buddy.
Whenever you're ready.
Let's get it. Hey, man, so you pulled out a science concepts source. I saw a book, right? That's what you pulled out as for your evidence, right? For your source. I seen that. Is that what you showed? I saw it was a green source, a book that said concepts on it. That's what you presented, right, as a source?
Yeah, I presented a Springer book, which is known for presenting scientific information.
Concepts. Did you not read that part in your book?
Yeah, the word concept is in the title. It's definitely in the title.
Okay.
The word evolution.
I guess I wasn't gonna see that. I guess I wasn't supposed to see that part. All right, well, next question. How was Europe named?
Europe was what?
Named. How to get the name?
That's an
How did Europe get the name? You talking about Europe all this time?
That's an etymological fallacy. That's not how we use it in today's time. Next.
It wasn't called that or something?
No, that's an etymological fallacy. What you're saying is, hey, since the word's origin is from Europa, then therefore that's how we should apply it today. That's not how we apply it. We apply Eurasia to the people living in Eurasia in their genes and their ancestry. Simple shit.
So your goalpost moving now. So now you're doing a bunch of hopping and jumping. So you want to go from current to that. You want to go take a sample today and try to say it's the like. But you already read this. You know what? Okay. So let me ask you this: how many migrations were there? How many migrations are we talking? Did you start? When did you become Eurasian? How many migrations did it take for that to happen? For you to go to Africa and then to Eurasia and come back, and then for them to be left into their own little accolades? How long did that take? How many migrations does that take? Tell me.
All right, so there's an initial migration out of Africa that's dated 70,000 years ago. That's when the Eurasians diverged, which means Eurasians are a lot older than their descendant group known as Berbers.
So they're descendant groups known as Berbers. Okay, so if the oldest fossils in the world are in Morocco, in North Africa, and everything spreads out from there. So you're saying your Eurasian people aren't originally from Africa?
I never said that. They diverged from African populations and become distinct.
They diverged.
Yes, they diverged.
But they originated as Africa. They started African, right? That's the chicken, right? Well, let's go back to the chicken and the egg, as you said. They started African.
Long before Berbers, the populations of Homo sapiens sapiens were all in Africa. Then they split and diverge and become Eurasians, go outside of Africa.
So they populate out, and then they come back, and then you just because they got it after some time. Well, of course, it's not going to be the original because it's some time after mixing plus, and you want to say that you got something, and you don't even have the origins of Europe. You still haven't told me the origins of it. Can I still get the origins of the word Europe? How to get named that? How do you get your Eurasian?
Etymological fallacy. That's an etymological fallacy.
So you have no clue.
Just because the origin of the word is Europa or attributed to some queen does not have anything to do with what we're talking about. We're talking about Eurasian people, their ancestors.
Actually, okay, that's good. Actually, it does because that queen is Phoenician, and those Phoenicians rock with Berbers. So yeah, you need to figure something out.
Phoenicians are Greek.
This title is contradicting your facts. You're just letting you know. Hey, just
Phoenicians are Greeks and Sicilians.
Are Berbers. They've been in cahoots for a long, good minute.
Right. They're
Eurasian. So in my 2020 source, my scientific source, it said all humans descend, right, from those people, right? We all read that together, correct?
What people?
That 2020 science source I saw with Nick Longridge, that's way better than your little concept book source. It said all humans descend, correct? That was a science source that was shown, and we all know that. You saw that, right?
All humans descend from common populations, yes, but we're talking about divergence. Eurasians diverge first, then Berbers diverge from Eurasians. You're cooked.
Are the origins not there? Yes or no?
Polyester.
You taking away the origins and just going with new. You want you jumping over step one and going to two. Okay? Make it make sense.
I just answered you, bro.
All right, Tom. All right, now we about to get this closing. Silky, I'm going to let you go first in your closing. Let's get this closing. I'm going to give you brothers up to 5 minutes. Y'all know y'all could stop shorter. I'm going to give y'all up to 5 minutes. And as these brothers is closing, I'm about to drop this poll and I'm gonna drop this link. So if you want to come on, critique, you know what I'm saying, give some constructive criticism, you know what I'm saying, y'all can come up on and talk to the debaters. All right, Silky, I'm gonna let you start. You got 5 minutes, brother.
Yeah, he got his head chopped off, y'all. Lucy's gone. Lucy's head's going on my wall. I showed y'all through the DNA. I showed y'all with the ancient scrolls. You feel me? I showed him the origins of his own home, that the place he talking about, Europe. Where is he even getting that from? I done showed it all tonight. Like, I don't even know why you still talking. I done brought the scientists out to confirm the scrolls. Okay. I brought the DNA out. You see how many sources I had in my presentation? I'm dropping 4 for 1. Yeah, that's why I'm the source king. That's why you can't step to me, boy. Thinking you, boy, wasting my time out here. You should be ashamed of yourself bringing out your little concept book as a source. When I'm out here showing facts, I'm out here dropping. I'm showing the real scrolls. Look it up. It's all there. But you thinking you got something, Tom? They originate from Africa. Stop playing with us. All right. By the time they got out there, y'all and then y'all barely trying to make something for that. The concepts. Keeping it up. Well, I tell you, man. Yeah, Silky D, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lucy's head going on the wall. Most definitely. You know, I'm pinning it up. 300K. Y'all seen the science. You know what I'm saying? He said everything. All human, all y'all. Yeah. What y'all want me to do? Y'all mad at the science now? Y'all mad at the source? All right, sure. Y'all read it. Read it a week. There it go. And then I showed you the scrolls. Then I'll show you the origin of Europe. Come on now. I'm doing it all through that. I'm showing it all right here. These real gems connected science to the archaeology. What's up? Yeah, that's what Silky D does. He does things like that. Current sources. New 2020, 2023. Showing my sources. I got, yeah, like I said, you getting 4 for 1s, 3 for 1s, 2 for 1s. He ain't even showing those sources. I'm dropping charts. He ain't showing nothing. I couldn't even read most of that. Then you making up stuff. You got sources in your own stuff contradicting each other. 1 minute is this, next minute is that. I can't even I'm trying to make it make sense, bro. Stop it. Yeah, man. Indigenous, man. The Berbers. They wouldn't say they've been out there. That's it. Indigenous, period. Leave it alone. You don't have to keep thinking, guessing all this extra. No, them folks been out there a long time. Then we go run to the scrolls. They talking about they've been out there longer. Then we go to the science. They saying they've been out there long. I don't know what more y'all need to see. They said Berbers, they showed y'all looked at it. Everybody seen the sources, all the sources. Run them back. Yeah, go look at my evidence. Go check it in. You're going to see it all over the place. And then it said anatomically modern humans. That's you, us, me's, okay? Yeah, that's everybody. So you just going to deal with it, man. I can't help it, dog. Your head got chopped off, bro. You stepped over here, man. You stepped wrong, man. Next time you step to Silky D, you better step correct, bro. All right, head going on the wall. Not playing with you, dog. It's done for. I don't hear no more. I showed you the science, showed you with scrolls. Some you fools never do. I'm showing 4 for 1s on the sources. Take all that. Yeah, run them up. He ain't got nothing. You don't even know the boundaries of that Eurasia. The boundaries be jumping all around. You can't even get a precise boundary. That's fugazi. That's jumping around. Make that make sense. You don't know what counts and what don't count. Then you want to bring up Neanderthals. Then you got nerve to go to Neanderthals. But you wouldn't be mad at Montreal Irving because they're talking about a human being. Yeah, it's cool when you do it, huh? Nah, yeah, you shouldn't even try to step to me, bro. Yeah, like I said, I drop real science. You dropping some books that are about concepts. Bunch of novels. Fakes, nothing right, nothing real. I'm dropping real science. Then I'm matching it up with the scrolls. Yeah, it ain't too many out there doing it like that. Go look them up. Right. You know what I'm saying? We'll verify that.
All right. Lucifer, you got the floor. This is closing.
Man, this shit was Another body. Go ahead and announce me, bro. 15-0. I kill everything that walk in front of me. It's very simple because these niggas are suits and they believe in bullshit. It's just that simple. But I'm trying to teach my brother Silky. You know what I'm saying? We both in H-Town. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to go to the chicken spot after that. The nigga owe me a 4-piece. We made a bet 2 hours ago, my nigga. I want my 4-piece and my 2 sides. It's just that simple, my nigga. It's Lucifer shit every day, nigga. Yap gang every day. Representative. We're going to be killing shit forever, nigga. My nigga Moore want to get on here, right? But just to recap on the debate, I recapped enough all 3 rounds, but it's just very, very, very simple. The Out of Africa event happened 70,000 years ago through most estimations. The Eurasians are formed during that time, and then they migrate out and then eventually migrate back. And during that event, they split off and become what we call the Berber component. And that Berber component is related with the Topharos and stuff of that nature. I kept asking them for a sample. The oldest sample you're going to be able to give me is 15,000 years. But with the Eurasians, I can give you 45. I'll give you 38,000 years. Again, the divergence of the autosomes are going to be 22,000 years. That's too early, right? If you look at the haplogroup, you're going to be looking during the Neolithic and Holocene time. That's too young, bro. Like, it was just too much, bro. You should have did your homework on this, or you should have just came and asked me, and I would have showed you. I would have gladly gave you all the sources. I gave paper after paper after paper. I showed graphs, maps, explaining and explicating that the Eurasians are indeed before Berbers. Berbers are a descendant lineage of the Eurasians. It's just that simple, man. And tune in next week because I will be beating y'all Ratazar's ass as well, nigga. Mossberg, Green Shell, Green Cap, Red Cap, Mario and Luigi. I'm out, nigga. Lucifer.
All right.
I'm staying up and I'm taking all the smoke. Any questions, bring them up.
All right, hold up, Silk. All right, Nuke Nation, you got the floor.
Yeah. So this was a bloodbath. I think Silky brought the guns out tonight. He was killing it. And the only thing about Silky's argument that I can say was bad, it was that Silky defeated himself. He actually 3-0'd himself the entire presentation. He was like 50,000 years from where the point of the conversation was the entire night, maybe 60 in some occurrences. So I got to go ahead and go with Jashu 3-0 out the door. Actually, it was a first round TKO. Killed this boy, man. And he actually helped Jashu kill himself by his own presentation. So, yeah, it was just a lack of comprehension overall on the subject matter. And the outfit Silky wore was atrocious.
We started at 300K. You know that, right?
Again, there were no Berbers. There were none of that stuff 300,000 years ago. So, like, that's just shows lack of comprehension.
Just know the reason why we started there. Just know the reason why we started there, though. Right? Just know the reason why. You know what? Like I said, you see the sources, bro. You can be mad at the science all you want, man. You read it. It's all there.
Can I ask you a question, Silky? At 300,000 years ago,
I got the skull. I got the bones.
Silk. Sit back. He said he about to ask you a question.
Yeah, so like this is just a question to it's a response to what you just said. So you said you started 300,000 years ago. Were those people in your model, were they Berbers 300,000 years ago?
The Berbers are indigenous.
That's not the question that I asked. I asked a very specific question in a response to what you said. So I'm asking you at 300,000 years ago, were those people Berbers?
Yeah. Hey, according to science, yeah. According to science 2020, yeah. Actually, yeah. According to science, exactly. You're right. You got it. You're thinking now. Now you're figuring it out. That's what the science says. Yeah. That's what it say.
Yeah, so my vote stands with Jashu 3-0, actually 4-0, because the question and answer round also goes to Jashu because he didn't have a clue about how to answer those questions. What I would say a little advice, Silky,
Silk, sit back, Silk. All right, go ahead, Uncle Kyle.
No doubt. Just get a little bit more understanding on the subject matter. and also just build an intellectual model of with things you're trying to present, because like if you would use a timeline and your understanding, it would clear up some misunderstanding that you may have, because Jashu presented graphs, charts, genetic reports. He did shit. He went to the wall, the cave art. He did all of that to build out his model. And from you, I saw a lot of just false assertions and AI questions to Chat GPT that were out of context when you presented them. So I would say try to build a model next time and present based on the model. And but yeah, good luck to you, man. Keep doing your thing. I mean, you got the spirit, you got the tenacity. Shit, if I had your confidence, I'd be a whole different person right now, man. Because you can't tell when you getting your ass beat. So it's all good, man. But
Already. Hey, appreciate you, Uncle Kyle. Appreciate you, Uncle Kyle.
no
All
doubt.
right. Let me go to Gullah real quick. Gullah, I seen you had dropped off. Hey, Gullah, go ahead. Cause I don't know how long you gonna be here.
Yeah, what's good? What's good with it, man? Of course, I think Jakub, he ate it up. You know what I'm saying? Silky, he didn't know what he was reading. The subject matter at all. He didn't understand the subject matter at all. What I'm saying? Though that's because those 300,000-year-old bones were found in Morocco. The area we call it today doesn't mean that what it was 300,000 years ago, bro. They didn't even call Morocco during the damn Roman period. They still call it Morocco during the Islamic period when they call it Marrakesh after a city. So uh too, to add on to Yakub part two, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Berbers, you know what I'm saying? Berbers, they come from they descend from the Capsian period, so this is a Neolithic period. And they do have heavily back migrated Eurasian DNA, but they're not solely Eurasian. They don't solely come from Eurasian populations either. They do have indigenous African ancestry as well through admixture through the Tyrians first. So the Tyrians mixed with the Iberian Marusian population, which is the Lusana people who came in, saying 23 to 30,000 years ago. So which is that Maghrebi component. But before the Capsian component, you had a Modic type component coming in from East Africa with the E markers mixing with those groups, and back migrating back, into North Africa. So but still originally come from East Africa because that's where the language come from. The language come from Afro-Asiatic languages, the Berber language. But you had to get that in a mix with them East African groups first with those, North African, North Eurasian groups, first, which is Iberian Marusian population.
All right. Appreciate you, Uncle Gullah. Appreciate you, Uncle Gullah. All right, Honey Clark, you got the flow.
Okay, hey, Silky, way better on the slides, buddy. I appreciate that. You came a little bit more prepared this time. You did way better with your research too. You came actually with some research. You didn't research the rice, and you had something that you was bringing. But I think you should get like before when I said before your timeline, like you need to make a outline and outline your thoughts and put it through so you can actually like stay on topic. But Joshu definitely beat you and you helped him again this time. But you did way better than you usually do. That's all. Very little.
All right. Appreciate you. All right. Sean Harris, you got the floor. Sean Harris, you probably got to unmute your mic. All right, Pandemus, you got the. All right, Pandemus just fell off. All right, I'll let Sean.
Yeah, let me rebuttal.
Sean Harris, you there?
Let me draw some rebuttal.
Hold up, Silk. Sean Harris, you there? You probably got to come out and come back in, Sean Harris. We can't hear your audio. All right,
you can hear me
go
now?
ahead. Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead, bro. You got the flow.
All right, so look, this is a joke, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but this is a joke. It's consistent. Everybody that come here and think they understand the science, everybody that come here and think that they understand history, uh, they come up with their sources and they end up reading their sources, and those sources are giving us all the leverage. They're like reading the sources and don't know that they're giving themselves up. They're reading the reading comprehension is really bad. Um, I'm trying to be as nice as possible, but it's consistent. Every time somebody,
Get it
every
out, bro.
time you
Get it out.
shoot,
You good? Get it out, bro.
e- every time your shoe has a discussion or a debate with anybody here, and they bring out their sources on genetics, they end up falling right into our hands. They end up falling right into your shoe's hands. This is something we've been doing for a long time, and it's crazy because they don't even see it's. I don't know if it's just pride that's blinding them, and they just want to be right. But as soon as they get to reading the sources, the same sources that we're using, or sources that we already have a full understanding of, and we get to breaking their sources down to them, and they're using sources that hands their asses to us. So this is your shoes again. Another win for the Yap Gang. Yeah. Uh, I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
on pause for a second. Yeah.
another
You know what I'm
Yeah,
dead nigga.
saying?
man.
Yeah,
Let me pull out the Mac
All
on these
right,
niggas now.
hold
All
up,
right?
hold up,
Come
Silk,
on,
Silk.
man.
Everybody relax. Hold up. Everybody relax. Everybody relax. All right. The Orthodox Moor. What's up with it? What's up with you, brother?
Peace, peace, peace.
You got the floor.
Yeah, a good debate. I think Yeshua did a great job of explaining the concepts of genetic continuity, divergence, etc. I think the issue here is for people who are just starting to get into genetics, um, they don't necessarily know what burdens of proof they need to bring in order to be able to make their argument correctly. So the reason why Yeshua was talking about things like divergence and genetic continuity is because if you want to prove your claim and you want to go back 300,000 years, continuity means that you have to show the same haplogroup, right? Same autosomes, etc., whatnot, existing and persisting for a continuum, right? From the time period you're talking about
Mhm.
to the time period you're starting from to whatever time period you're ending from, right? And so that wasn't the case, right? And so you can see this when my man brought up the concept of the Berber haplogroup, right? EM81, right? If we go to the oldest bodies that we have
For
genetic data for
EM81.
in Morocco,
Yeah.
they're not EM81, they're EM78. These are not
Fact.
the same E1B1Bs or whatnot. They diverge from each other, right? They're not, or they don't even diverge from each other. They're not the same lineage of E1B1B, right? And so there's little things like that you can start off with. Like when you start with any of your genetic arguments, you want to start off with the oldest body that you have genetic evidence for, right? Genetic evidence for. I'll just make that one small suggestion just to start off with, and then y'all can build your stuff from there, build your models from there and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do that, you're going to be jumping all over the place and missing the concept the concept in front of you, right? So what Yeshub did was he proved the origin of Eurasian DNA, right? And again, just to be clear, Eurasian does not mean white. Eurasian does not mean white, but he
Nah,
proved the origin of Eurasian DNA, and then he showed who descended after that, right? And so that's getting the timelines right, getting the genetics right, getting the linguistics, all that is important. You can't just jump around and hope it all matches. You have to draw a clean line through stuff.
yeah, you got to put all the context. Because
So,
we
for
talking about
that 2020 thing,
gameplay, bro. We
Silk,
talking about different
Silk.
populations.
Hey, hold up, Gullah, mute that, mute that. Everybody relax. All right, yeah, you got the floor. You got to unmute your mic. Yeah, you got the flow. You got to unmute your mic.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna give y'all Shuba shit far as the questioning and shit like that. But I'm gonna get Silky the debate overall, and I'll tell you why. because if you really know this shit, you know that the migration is from 40 to 50,000, even to 60,000 years. We can level it out at that time. He's trying to say 70. But even still, if he wanted to use that, bro, we talking about the people that migrated out and for the people that stayed in. The people that stayed in would have been established way in the more ancient time in a more ancient time period than the people who migrated out. Some of them were still on their travels.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean it's so many other ways to prove it, but like I say, I thought Silk did a good job with bringing out certain points. I thought that Jashub did a good job, as the brother said, with just keeping up with the time periods and how certain things may have changed. But Silky killed him when he brought out the Eurasian, the Europa, about the Phoenicians actually establishing Europe. So you don't even get the word Eurasian until the Phoenicians come over there and actually establish that place. So if we don't got the name Eurasian, then how therefore can he claim you see what I'm saying? It's problematic. It's a contradiction. So if he talking about a social construct, maybe we can ride with that. But if we talking about facts, that man fell flat on his face.
All right, all right. Hey, I'm gonna swing it. Hey, I'm gonna swing it. I'm gonna swing it. We're gonna hear from both of the debaters. I'm gonna swing it back one more time to Gullah because I seen Gullah was trying to say something. Gullah, I'm gonna swing it back to you one more time. Then we go hear from the debaters.
Oh no, I was just laughing, bro. But I was gonna say too, Phoenicians ain't African either, bro. They colonized North Africa around 800, like 800 to 700 BCE. They came from Levant.
All right.
They don't even speak Amazigh language. They speak Semitic
Right.
language.
And
They're not the Berbers. They're not the Berbers either.
hey, Gullah, I asked him, does he
Somebody
know
gets
the
it.
origin? Hold on, I asked him, does he know the origin of the Phoenicians? And he couldn't answer.
Exactly.
Right.
Somebody gets it. Somebody understanding continuity, genetic drift. Somebody's understanding it.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Somebody's understanding. This brother that just spoke last, he has some understanding of genetic drift, genetic divergence. He understands. He has some understanding. So,
Yeah, I went to school for anthropology, bro. So
all
yeah,
right.
Nice.
I know
All
what's
right.
up.
Nice.
All right. I want to hear from both of the debaters. Let me check this poll out real quick. Let me drop this thread link and let me check this poll. And then we go hear from both of the debaters. All right, the poll got 28 voters. The poll is 93%. Yashub, 7%. Silky D. Everybody, make sure y'all get y'all vote in. Now let's hear from both of the debaters. I'm gonna go with Yashub first. Yashub, you got the flow.
Man, I just want you to promote next week's ass whooping. Me versus Yarata Zaka. We gonna be arguing the origin of Chinese people. He's saying they African.
Oh my goodness.
I'm the negative again, so I will be negating the argument. Come out and listen to a show. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm coming with them red caps and them green caps, Mario and Luigi, nigga. Lucifer.
All right, Silky.
Another.
Silky D, man.
We're gonna hear from Silky, then I'm gonna let y'all go. Go ahead, Silky.
Already, man. Silky D, man. You know, I'm talking about the best to do it. You feel me? Nobody brings it to you like that. Nobody bring you them gems like that. Nobody matches link it up like Silky D, the #1 offense, man. Fuck with it. Yeah. Y'all see them sources? Y'all see them sources? Look, don't run them over. Go look back over them sources. Yeah. You mad because them sources is talking? Is they speaking? Huh? Because that 2020 science is telling you what it is, and you can't take it. You don't know what indigenous mean? All of a sudden, that's out your mind. You can't comprehend that no more, right? Okay, bet. Glad. Everybody, they done forgot what indigenous mean. Y'all talking about some way later migrations in buku amount of time, way later. Let's get to the origins. Still the same. You acting like it's something new. It just mixed up a little bit with the same people that was there way before they left and came back. And what? Well, wasting our time. Yeah, man. Indigenous, man. Y'all see it. Y'all see the sources. Go run them up. They all there. You feel me? Check it out. Look it over. It's all that, man. You're gonna see it. You know what I'm talking about? You can be ignorant to it. You know what I'm saying? You can ignore the scrolls. You can ignore the scrolls. Go right ahead, ignore the scrolls. You can ignore the science. You can science. Go right ahead. That's keep that up. Go vote on his book of concepts. Yeah, the concept books. That's the best stuff. Yeah, there you go. Run with that one. Just forget the real science that I'm dropping. Matching it up with the scrolls. Yeah, man, we still waiting on the origins of Europe too, dog. Are we ever gonna get that? We don't know the boundaries, none of that. You know what? Stop it. Yeah, out of there, man. When y'all level up, holler at me, man. Yeah, real gems getting dropped around here, man.
Silk.
No time wasting. Level up, man.
My nigga Silk. Timmy Chance?
Timmy Chance.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that 4-piece in a biscuit, nigga.
Hey, he needed extra biscuit for that one for real.
What's your concepts, nigga?
Hey, I love his confidence. If anything, I love his confidence level. He's a self-promoter. His self-promotion is off the chain. Hold on now, I'm just speaking.
I'm gonna drop a theory.
My nigga Silk, we had a bet. Hey, my nigga Silk, we had a bet on the phone, my nigga. I said if I win tonight, we going to Timmy Chance. Nigga, you gotta give me a 4-piece with the biscuit, nigga. Stop playing.
You got your little boyfriends all out here voting for you.
Man,
yo, your self-promotion is ridiculous, bro. I love it. If anything, I love your self-promotion.
Let me let the audience know this is the second time he betted and didn't go through.
When was Europe founded?
Nigga, you ain't got 12. Nigga, you ain't got $12 to get.
What year was Europe
Hey, yo,
founded?
Silky.
What
Hey, yo,
year was
Silky.
Europe
Silky.
founded? Since you want to talk about Europe,
Hey, yo, Silky.
what year was it actually founded? What year was it founded?
Silky.
When was the name?
Hey, yo, Silky. I got a question for
I
you.
can't get the name. So I can't get the year that Europe was named. But y'all steady going on and on and on about this. Make it make sense. Okay, bet. So you're telling me it was named 70,000 years ago? Is that what you're claiming from say now? You got pseudo, y'all?
Hold up, Silk.
You talking pseudo and don't even
Was
realize it.
Morocco named 300,000 years ago?
Silky, can I ask a
I'm
question?
talking about the origins of man. That's just where the bones
Cool.
is at. That's just where the science is at. I can't
Right there.
help
No. That's the whole point, right? So here's the
So
honest.
Europe was named 70,000 years
Everybody
ago.
relax. Unorthodox more. Go ahead.
You dead. Kill yourself.
So real quick, honest question. I'm not even trying to beef with you, like just honest question, right? Like so you're talking about in this concept of like with 300,000 years old bones, etc. Morocco, that everyone descends from these people, etc. Right? So how do you?
Did I not show a source that said that? Did I not show a science source that said that? Yes or no?
I'm still mad at your argument.
I'm still mad at your argument.
Right? I'm still mad at you. I'm saying I got you right.
That source didn't say it, bro. You keep around that source. They didn't say that. The source didn't say it at all.
Hey, Gullah, mute that. Silky, he's still asking the question, so don't cut him off.
I'm still mad at your argument, bro, man. I'm not debating you on that point, right? I'm trying to ask you a question. If you're correct on that, let's just assuming you're correct on that concept, right? How in your paradigm do you delineate people, right? So what Yeshub did is he tried to show you where one group of people predated another group of people. And what you did is you said, well, these group of people I'm talking about are related to the origins of all mankind. Well, we're all related to the origins of all mankind. So how in your paradigm do you delineate people? Like how do you delineate a Chinese person from an African, from a Korean, from an Indian, etc.?
Or somebody from the Caucasus
Can you
Mountains.
tell me when was Europe named? Please tell me that. All you scholars, tell me when Europe was named.
So, brother, I'm not debating you, right? I'm trying to ask you on your paradigm, how do you delineate people from the
One question and you shut down. One question and then so ain't nobody got no answers. All you scholars, all you smart guys on here, nobody got the answer to that. So you're talking about all this Eurasia, all this time, when you can't even tell me when Europe was founded. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's not even the point. You were one found. This is name.
That's not the point. So that's no.
I'm not even talking stuff.
So nobody
honest
knows.
dialogue.
Nobody can say it. Actually, it would be 70K actually by his information if you want to go by that pseudo stuff. But that's all of y'all being pseudo. I just caught all of y'all being pseudo. I just hooked all of y'all on a pseudo hook. Do y'all understand how pseudo y'all are right now?
You called a damn Phoenician an African queen. Phoenicians ain't fucking African.
When was Europe founded? Tell me when it's founded.
Hey,
when
y'all
Europe
forget
gets
y'all
named? Tell me
talking to a
something.
dude. Y'all talking to a dude with a goddamn witch outfit on.
So no answers. Y'all scholars, but you can't answer a simple question.
Y'all forget
I would think that'd be simple. You claim you know everything, but I can't get that simple answer. That should be simple, right?
Bro, this
Can
is
you
a
can you
Greek.
show real quick, Silky? Can you show one genetic paper where the name Eurasia or Eurasian genetics is tied to
Pseudo.
the founding name of Europe?
Pseudo. That's what they call pseudoscience.
Bro,
You
it
catch these
wasn't no,
boys out
bro,
here
it
being
wasn't no,
pseudo. They don't make no sense. They
the
don't got
name of the
no reason to
continent
be
come out
talking
of
or
literature
preaching to
from
nobody.
Homer and from
You ain't
fucking
not
from
a
language,
scholar
bro.
at all. Okay, well, tell
The
me what
fucking
it is. Tell me
literature
when
come
I
out
got
of
a name. Tell me when it is. Good. I'm
sixth century
waiting.
BCE Greek literature, nigga. It wasn't no fucking founding shit.
Hey, Gullah, say that. Hey, hold
Greek
up.
literature?
Hey, nobody cut him off. Gullah, say that again.
I said the shit come
Yeah,
out.
what
I said the
year?
shit come out of sixth century fucking Greek literature, Homer and fucking Herodotus. That shit ain't one founded shit. It's just some shit that ain't named the fucking land. Some writers.
6th century? Did you just say 6th
Sixth
century?
century BCE, nigga. That ain't old. It's the
6th
classical fucking. That's like the
century.
fucking
Hey, bro, why you
nigga.
lie like that, bro? I'm trying to figure out
So
why
what does
you
that
just lying
mean?
like that, man.
What you talking about
I'm
lying,
Oh, you
bro?
go
That
ahead.
shit come out of
Yeah,
fucking
go ahead.
Homer
Stop
and
with
fucking
these niggas
Herodotus,
out
bro.
there.
just
Yeah, they
get
see
What are
away
that.
you
with
talking
one
They
lie.
about?
exposed now.
That shit
Unless
come
you
out of
get
Greek
away with
They
one
mythology.
want
lie.
real
Clearly,
out.
ain't nobody fucking
Look
lying.
at
Shut
that.
your stupid ass
Hey,
up.
Silk,
Get a
Silk, Silk.
calculator. Add it
Hey,
up.
Silk. If you see two people talking,
Entertain dumb shit.
hey, hold up, y'all. Hold up. This ain't the back chat. So y'all niggas gonna get muffled out if 3 people talking at the same time. This is not the back chat. We live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. So just relax. We all gonna get a chance to talk. Go ahead, Gullah, or whoever was talking.
Nah, I'm
Know what
saying,
I'm saying?
man.
This
Hold
shit
up,
come out
hold
of
up, hold
fucking
up, hold
Greek.
up, hold up, hold up, hold
This
up.
shit come out
Yeah,
of fucking
go ahead,
Greek
yeah.
mythology. Ain't nobody
Hold
no
up,
fucking liar,
hold
bro. That shit
up,
come out of Greek mythology.
Gullah,
That's real. Fuck
Gullah,
you, these
hold up,
niggas talking about. These niggas don't read
Gullah.
shit. Dumbass
Hey,
niggas,
Gullah,
illiterate.
mute your mic real quick. You probably can't hear me. I'm gonna mute your mic. You probably can't hear me, Gullah. Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah, the brother just show how educated he is. He's saying don't nobody read and all that good shit, bro. But if you really look at the people that was in the region, then you would understand that the Greeks and all these different people that he's speaking about, it was a mix of people, not just Greeks, but also Nubian influence. You can see it on the Egyptian where it shows on the tombs where it shows the enemies of the Egyptians. That's why I say
Hey, look, look. You started off by saying why you lying. So address who you was talking to, then say what you saying, because we don't know what
no,
you're
I'm
talking about.
talking to Gullah. He
All right,
lied and
say what
said that they were. You lied and said that they was only Greek. Then you said they was named in the You said that Europe got his name in the got his name from Now I don't doubt you on that. That they got their name from Herodotus and or whatever. But you know, at the end of the day, they got it from the Africans, right? They got it from an African queen. You know that, right? So that's all I'm saying, bro. If you gonna spill the shit, man, spill it. Spill the facts, bro. Don't get in your emotions and be crying and shit. Just spill the facts.
All right, Gullah, I'm gonna let you respond. Go ahead, Gullah.
Nah, the fuck he must be high on some fucking fentanyl or something. Cause he said when the fucking name of Greeks come from. That's what I was talking about, bro. And the Phoenicians ain't no fucking Africans. They fucking Levantine people. Ain't no Nubians and all the other shit mixed with them, bro. Them niggas are Amaroos, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Them niggas are fucking matter of fact, Phoenicians are a mixture of fucking island of Greeks them damn self anyway. They're a mixture of Amaroos and motherfucking sea people, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
All right, so they're gonna kill for this stupid young man right here, bro. The Natufians stayed in their region, and we know they mix with the Anatolians and the
Bro,
Greeks
the
that you talked
Natufians, that's
about.
older,
The
bro.
But
That's
still,
before the
Natufians, about
Africans,
Phoenicians,
bro, they
bro.
12,000
still
years
That's
ago,
Africans, bro.
that's
the
way before the fucking Phoenicians,
Man,
Natufians,
come
bro.
on, bro.
Put that shit in
the
chronology, dog.
Natufians, the
Hey,
The
Natufians are
Natufians,
12,000 years ago.
hey,
Natufians
The
my
is
nigga, shut up.
12,000,
Phoenicians,
14,000 years
Man,
ago, bro.
I ain't
What are
gonna
you
count.
talking about?
Man, y'all
the
niggas trying to
Natufians
root
are
against that nigga
12,000
Silk,
years
man.
That's
ago.
I
before
ain't
the
gonna lie, Silk.
yeah,
When you did your shit
the
tonight,
Natufians
man,
before
question
you
and
even get
answer,
a damn
you
Semitic.
probably do
The
better.
truth is coming through you
But
even get a Semitic
yeah,
language,
man.
bro. You lying. Now you lying,
Nick,
nigga.
so when I come back, I'm gonna beat the shit out you, y'all shoot. That's on
Oh, this nigga
everything.
here.
When you
What's
lose,
his
So
debate?
6th century
when you
BC.
lose,
What's his
what you
All right,
debate?
beat
say?
the
What's
shit
his
out of
debate
Hold
Gullah.
coming
That's
up
why
on.
I
with?
ain't gonna waste my time and
Y'all
talk to him. I
Ratazaka,
already beat that nigga ass.
y'all Ratazaka, when you lose,
I just wanted to say they all
All right,
exposed.
beat Gullah. We
That's
got a couple of my bodies on here right now. Gullah nigga is one of my bodies. So you
nigga, I got
shoot,
15 bodies.
nigga,
Fuck
I'm
you
gonna
you
hit
talking
you
know
with
about?
the
the
I got
shit
bro.
one of
You
my
know
15
the
bodies.
beat,
bodies.
bro. You never beat me, bro.
Nah,
You
you
never beat
shoot.
me in your
You
fucking
shoot.
life.
I'm just trying to
Everybody thought I
introduce you to
won that
one of my
debate. Get the
bodies.
fuck out of here,
Hey,
bro.
Gullah,
That's
what's up?
the point.
What's the
That's the
dress
point
y'all
that
being sued on?
you and
What's the
fucking
dress y'all
Silky
being sued on for?
got in common. When y'all niggas get y'all ass beat,
What's
you
the
know you get
dress?
your ass beat, bro. Especially
Can
you
we address
debate
that?
y'all retarded ass niggas like fucking special ed people, bro.
Can,
Niggas with fucking brains in
can
them,
we
bro.
address y'all being sued on? Can we address y'all being
That
sued
nigga,
on?
man.
You said Europe was founded when? When did Europe get its name? What year? And then you try to say that was 70K years back. Kill shot. But y'all are supposed to
Bro,
be the
you not
smart ones,
killing
right?
shit.
Y'all are
You not
exposed
killing
sued on that.
nothing, bro. Like you stupid, bro. You really stupid. Like for real. Like I'm
Hey,
not playing. Like
Jashu.
you really a
So
dumbass
you're
nigga.
going off the name when it's founded
Hey,
when?
I'll never
What
sit
year?
down
6
no wrong with this
BC?
dumbass nigga, bro. Like this nigga stupid, bro.
Okay, BC?
hey, Jashu, man. Say what's up to one of
Cut
my
yourself.
bodies,
You
man.
killed
Hey,
yourself.
speak to him, Gullah. Speak to him,
Bro,
Gullah.
you ain't
This is one of
nobody.
my
Bro,
bodies right here.
All
I'm
of them
smoking
sued
on you
on.
right now, bro. What the fuck? You ain't beat nobody. You
Trying to
stupid, bro.
make,
You like a
That's
nigga like
crazy because I
you like
smoked
how you
Boosie,
on
gonna
bro.
you
make
You
something
like
when it
Boosie.
ain't
probably
even been
every
that
You like
month.
a
long?
Boosie,
Like,
nigga.
make
You a
it
nigga
make
that got
sense.
shot in the head, don't know what happened, bro. You
Smoked
like
on you
Boosie,
like a
nigga.
year ago, bro.
Nigga, you like Wooski, nigga.
Like a year ago when I smoked on you.
Bro, you
Nigga,
ain't
we
smoking on
compare
nobody but
everything,
yourself,
bro.
bro. You stupid, bro. So you didn't beat nobody, bro. Everybody know I beat
Yeah,
your
you
ass in that
shoot,
fucking
man.
debate. You lame,
This say
bro. You
what's up
had
to one of my
no
bodies,
sources or
man.
nothing, dog. You didn't bring no
Hey, hey,
sources.
Tried to tell a fake
say what's up to
construct
one of my bodies,
Stupid
man.
ass, dog.
and
Stupid
got
ass,
caught
dog,
up. The
bro.
numbers don't
This
add
nigga
up.
retarded. It's like
All right,
fucking
hold up real quick.
debating
Hold up real
fucking
quick.
dope
Hold up real
fiends, bro. Y'all niggas some straight
hold
up
up,
dope
hold up,
fiend niggas.
hold up real quick. Hold up real quick. All right, let's hear from Yashu. Yashu, you got the flow.
Man, look, man, I'm just moving on to the next one, bro. I don't do that post debating shit. Nigga already lost. Nigga said I won. Y'all Zaka, you getting it next week, nigga, on the Chinese, man. Y'all gonna learn to stop claiming all these
Hey,
goddamn
you better
people.
tell them niggas. Hey, you
Hey,
better tell them
listen.
niggas they better fill the polls up, cause I'm gonna beat the
Hey,
shit
listen.
out you on
Hey,
everything.
check this
Hey,
out.
they ain't
Check
gonna be
this
able
out.
to say you on the poll.
You gonna be my 16 body.
All
You gonna
right,
be my
I hear
16
all that
body,
shit.
bro.
Hey, I hear all this shit, but they ain't even gonna be able to say you with this one, nigga.
Body number 16. Hey, I
All right.
appreciate it, Wavy. I appreciate it, man. I love the
Hey, bro, this is
platform.
the second
I'm
time I
gonna
done
start
seen
blasting.
you get body.
Hey, shout out to Wavy for putting this shit together, my nigga. Hell yeah, smoke one for a dead nigga. Somebody
Boy,
just
next
passed
week,
away.
boy. Like I say, bro, next week I'm gonna see you, bro. Just be
Subscribe to
about all
Wavy's
that shit.
platform.
I hope you got the
Hit
same
that like
energy.
button. Hit that like button and subscribe to Wavy's platform, putting in that work, taking out that time to host these debates, man. We appreciate you, and I want y'all to show appreciation to the brother, man.
Yes, sir.
This one of
Let's get
yours
it.
here.
Don't
Chinook.
forget to come out next
That
week,
nigga didn't
man, to
beat
see
that
the
nigga
body
didn't
that's
beat
gonna
shit.
happen,
One of
nigga.
y'all listen to these dumbass niggas, bro. That nigga ain't never beat shit in his
And
fucking life.
subscribe to the body that's gonna happen next week, nigga. This nigga Gullah a bitch. We ain't worried about him. But like I said,
Nigga, you
man,
a
this
hoe. Nigga,
come
the
out,
bitch is the
come
bitch. The
out when
hoe,
you get to the
nigga, the
body.
bitch, the hoe, the
Everybody
dirty hoe
already
you
know this
came out
nigga.
of, hoe.
Everybody I listen to this nigga every show being a
Nigga, the
bitch,
bitch
being
is the
emotional.
bitch, the
Everybody
dirty
know
hoe, the
I'm a
dirty
bitch.
pussy
We
hoe
ain't
you
worried
came out
about
of, hoe.
you. Hey, you got your period pad on. We ain't worried about you. You a bitch.
Fuck
We
out of
see you
here.
getting
Ain't no point
emotional
in
every
debating these type of niggas, bro. These niggas don't
shoot,
know.
back to
These
the
niggas know
shoot,
how to
man.
lose, bro. They stupid, bro.
Hey,
Dumb ass
back to
niggas.
the shoot, man. I'm finna fuck you up, bro. Real shit. And that's a fact, nigga. So you tell her, you get your niggas and have them hit the post, you gonna need all this shit. I ain't even come with nobody to hit the post. I'm gonna beat your ass, nigga. These facts gonna drop on you. Every time you watch this
These niggas
debate,
slow,
all that
bro.
undefeated shit, nigga, you gonna take that shit about your head. And we ain't worried about what you talking about,
Is
Gully. You's a
yours?
bitch. You ran from St. Louis and moved to
Nigga,
Texas,
you's a
nigga.
bitch,
Shut up.
bro. You's a bitch, bro. On me.
You ain't even
You a straight
Midwest
up
no more,
hoe.
nigga. You ain't even
Fuck out of
Midwest no
here.
more. They probably horn you in the
You ain't
dirty now.
Midwest,
They
nigga. Get the
horn
fuck
you in
out
the
of here,
dirty now,
bro.
nigga.
So stupid
They
ass. You
horn
don't
you
know
in the
nobody,
dirty now,
dog.
nigga.
Goofy ass nigga.
That nigga said,
You don't
hey, that
even
nigga
know
said,
me,
I
nigga.
moved out to keep my
Stupid
kids
ass
safe.
nigga.
That
Nigga, I ain't
nigga
say
talking
that.
all
You
that
said give my
diggity
kids
like
a
he a
better
thug.
life, nigga.
They
Get the
say,
fuck
I
out of
moved
here.
out of St. Louis to
Nigga,
keep
get your
my
low life
kids
ass
safe.
up, nigga. Goofy ass nigga. These
Ah,
niggas
these
some low
niggas are
life ass
clowns,
nigga. I said
man.
to give
Hey,
my
the
kids a
shoot,
better
man.
life, nigga. Why would I
Hey,
stay in the
the
fucking
shoot.
trenches, you stupid ass bitch?
Hey, the
Nigga,
shoot. I got all the cuts.
niggas
I
grow
got
up and
all
get
the
better
cuts
lives,
for you right
dumbass
now,
nigga.
nigga. I'm going
You
Kame
a
high
fucking
on
low
your
life
ass.
ass nigga, fucking
Real shit.
from,
No,
nigga?
no
Fuck
homo.
out
No
here,
homo.
dude.
Literally the only one, because you know you gotta say shit like that.
Fucking
But
dusty ass nigga.
anyway,
That's what you look
hey,
dusty
bro,
as fuck. Big gum teeth
ain't no
ass
nigga
nigga.
worried
Fuck
about
out of here.
worried about
Fucking,
what this whole ass nigga
fucking
talking about.
Shrek,
Back in
donkey
the
looking
person.
ass bitch.
We ain't gonna
Fuck out
worry
of here,
about it.
nigga.
Yo,
You don't
hey,
get no
I,
hoe.
I, I,
Bitch
guys,
ass nigga. I'll smack your
y'all in
bitch
the ring.
ass for real, in real
I,
life,
I,
nigga.
Worried about, bro. The
I,
police can
y'all,
tell me the same
hold
shit,
up, hold
nigga.
up,
I'm
hold
on the
up,
front line.
hold up,
Shut
hold
up.
up. Y'all mute out, Gullah mute out. Y'all ain't Gullah mute out. Y'all, that's enough. Fighters, go back to your goddamn corner. All right, Sean Harris. Oh, not my bad. Yeah, Sean Harris. You got the flow, brother.
I spoke my piece already. I mean,
You done?
Oh,
All right,
okay.
unorthodox.
Wavy, real quick. There's a comment that's funny as hell from Heckler. Bro, put that shit on the stream, man, nigga. It says JJ bet not review this. Put that shit on the stream.
JJ better not review this.
Yeah, he said, JJ, don't review this shit, my nigga. Find that motherfucker.
All right, unorthodox more. You got the flow.
Yeah. So, yeah, I spoke my piece as well, but I'm gonna say this about next week's debate. I think it's gonna be easier for Yeshua to prove his case in next week's debate than what it was in his prior two debates here. I think it's gonna be his easiest debate by far that I've seen him have here. Renoka Rashidi is definitely going to lead my guy 100% wrong. And we're going to see a lot of the same stuff being implemented that we saw here, to where a lot of people are not understanding continuity with the timelines, and we're not understanding how to properly present the evidence to prove such. Right? We've been used to an age of lookership for a very long time, and we're entering an age of proper vetted scholarship. And if we just take the time to slow ourselves down and learn the language of said fields and whatnot, we won't be making the same mistakes like my man's about to make next week. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Yeshua. I appreciate him for his labors in these debates. Shout out to the platform for letting these debates happen. I might have to tap in with y'all and get some work in myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. Hey, check this. Before you leave, I just got to tell your pinto bean head ass something, bro. I'm about to beat your man ass, nigga, and I don't care about Renoko, Rashidi, or none of that, nigga. Real shit, nigga. So come out, witness that shit since you got something this motherfucking say, since you in this nigga corner all on this little hairs. Come and witness your nigga get his ass roasted, nigga. Since you got something to say, nigga, you involved yourself. I beat your ass next. You can get it, nigga, since you want to come put some work in. Now, nigga, you got some work to do.
Hey, I don't debate dead bodies, but like if there's any life in you when he's done,
you gonna see a dead body. It's gonna be your nigga. So come avenge him next week, nigga.
Some of these cats on this fucking platform, because there's a lot of dudes here that don't know what the hell they talk about.
Though. I ain't like them.
Yeah, you put in work. Who are you, bro? I don't even know who you are. Who are you? What's your name?
So I ain't like them, nigga. Y'all
What's
ain't
your
put
name?
in the work. I put over here. Ain't none of you niggas is talking.
Nigga, I don't care about the work you think you putting in. I don't care about no work you think you putting in. I can tell you pseudo as shit.
So shut up, nigga. I ain't trying to hear this shit.
You pseudo as shit, nigga. I can tell you that right now. What's your name?
I got shit, niggas and learn shit. We build every day, nigga. Niggas
What's your
learn
name?
shit from shit.
I ain't learning shit from you. I don't learn from retarded special ed niggas. I don't do that.
I ain't even worried about who is you. Who is you? What body?
All right, so let's have a discussion. What you want to debate?
Nigga, you ain't need this
what
shit.
you want to debate? Give me.
We can find a topic. After you see your man die, let's debate.
All right, yeah, let's find a topic. My name is Sean Harris, bro. I'm from the Yap Gang. That's all you need to know. So where you from? What's your name?
And then we gonna talk from
What's
there.
your name, bro? What's your name?
I'm retired. I'm
all right, y'all retired. What?
Standing over your body before you closed your eyes, took your last breath.
This nigga here, nigga, you too young to even know that. Nigga, you was in my nutsack way before anything. You know how young you are to me? You're a little nigga. You're a little nigga to me.
I'm 40, nigga. Stop
you ain't doing what?
Nigga. I'm 40, nigga. Stop playing with me, boy.
Nigga, you a child. I got a daughter 40 years old.
Okay, wow.
Stop
nigga,
talking, nigga.
What you talking about?
Yeah, that's all right. Pensioners beat ass too. Pensioners learn how to beat ass too.
Man, we ain't
nigga, that's all right. Listen, what topic you want to get on? You want to deal with some genetics? You want to deal with history? You want to deal with ancient populations? What you want to deal with?
I whoop your ass on whatever.
You the Chinese? You the dude that want to do the Chinese debate? That they African? That's what you doing? Nigga, you about to get your ass whipped. You about to get your ass whipped.
Slow.
You about to get your ass whipped.
This dude had a bad debate with no sources, bro. He's slow.
You
bring
about
you
to get
bring
your
Nigga, what
ass whipped,
about
bro.
you? You need to
bring
go back
lies
to
to
St.
death
Louis,
out.
man. You got unfinished business in St. Louis. Go holler at
Nigga,
them.
nigga, I go to St. Louis every year. Nigga, I'm going to St. Louis next week. Sit your
Look,
stupid
nigga, with
ass up,
your
nigga. Get
disguise
your
on, right?
dusty ass up. You a
With your
bum, bro.
disguise on, right?
You a bum, dog.
We already know
You
why
a
you
bum
left,
to
bro.
get
You
no
see, you had to keep
get
them
no
niggas safe.
hoes. You a
You
bum.
couldn't get no stick and keep them safe. You had to
You a
move out the
fucking
city,
bum,
bro.
bro.
Nigga, look,
You
I'm
a
going to war
bum,
with the
nigga.
police right now,
Hey,
Hey, yo,
nigga.
real
where he
quick.
And
from? What
I'm
state he
still on
from?
my
Hey, yo,
side,
bro,
nigga.
what he
Chill
state? He
Hey,
out.
say
hold
he
on.
from?
You ain't
Hey,
like that.
real quick, fellas. Real quick, fellas. I just
You
want
ain't
to
like that,
promote next
nigga.
week's
Dumb ass,
debate one more
dusty ass
time, bro.
Indiana,
Running
nigga.
up
Go eat
out
some
the
corn,
spot,
nigga.
nigga. Niggas
Let
done
me
Dusty
ran
ass,
you
promote.
out the
nigga.
shit, nigga. I'm still
Hold
standing
on,
right
hold on,
here,
Ain't
y'all.
nigga.
nobody
Y'all,
run
y'all.
nobody out of nowhere, nigga. I moved. I moved because I wanted
I'm
to
quick
move,
up,
nigga.
nigga.
Hey,
Because
hold
I
on,
got
I'm quick
bigger,
y'all.
up
better
going
things,
against
dumb ass
100,000,
nigga.
nigga.
Fuck
Fuck
out of
you
here. You
talking
making
about,
that
nigga.
shit your
I'm
life.
going to war
You
with
a
the
fucking
department.
liar,
Fuck you
dumbass
talking about, nigga.
bitch. Fuck out of here,
Hey,
bro.
South ass, nigga.
hey,
You had
check
to
it.
move out your
Fucking
city, nigga.
fiend ass
I'm
nigga.
right
You
in
a
the
fiend,
county. I
nigga.
went to
You
war
a
there, nigga.
fiend,
I'm
nigga.
still right
Nigga,
there,
go
nigga.
wash
Fuck
my
you talking
tires,
about,
nigga.
nigga.
You go
You
wash
ain't
my
like me.
fucking
I
tires,
slap the
nigga.
shit out you in
Get that
person.
shit up, nigga.
And I put
Fiend
that
ass
on me,
nigga.
bro. I choke the shit
This
out you.
shit
I
a
beat the shit
fiend,
out you.
boy. Fuck out of
You
here.
one
You
of them
like a
niggas
dusty ass
you
man.
one of
Look at
them
the nigga
niggas I
Facebook
love to
page.
run into,
Nigga a
bro.
bum, bro.
Trust me, my nigga. You might think I'm one of
Goofy
these
ass
internet
nigga,
niggas,
bro.
bro. I promise you, I love to run into you. Cause all they
Get
get
the fuck
loud, you
out of here,
going, I
bro.
silence you,
Your
bitch ass.
Police
On my
Johnson
soul.
looking ass. Get the fuck out of
On
here.
my soul, nigga, now.
Fucking booty warrior
Go back
ass
to
nigga.
St.
Get the
Louis
fuck
and
out of here.
handle
You
that
a
business,
hoe,
nigga. They
nigga.
done ran you out that
Nigga, you
bitch,
a
nigga.
hoe,
I'm still
nigga.
standing right here, nigga.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
There it
hey,
is, right
hey,
there.
hey,
Boom.
You
hey,
ain't got
hey,
no
that's
room.
the body. With this nigga Satan finna die. Look at the nigga. Look. I'm telling you, nigga. I'm about to make Satan look like a bitch. I always tell niggas, man, I'm gonna make Satan look like a bitch if a nigga get out of line with me, nigga. Real life. And this nigga, for the pseudo ass shit you talking about, nigga, I'm confident, nigga. You about to
You
die.
confident.
I
You
don't need no
confident.
goddamn Renoko Rashidi or none of that shit, nigga. You dead.
Oh, ancient
This
Chinese
nigga
people
talking shit.
are African.
I'm talking to OG. Who said something?
I said
State your
something. I said
name,
you
nigga.
talking
Who said
shit.
something? Say something.
Sean
I'm
Harris,
talking.
nigga.
And nigga, you
Sean
Sean
Harris,
Harrison
nigga.
got next. Sean Harrison
All right.
got next.
I promise you. I'm gonna let you
Sean
debate my
Harrison got
bro.
next, man. Hey, look.
Debate my bro, and then we could come up with a
All
topic. I
right, bro. Well,
guarantee
look.
you,
If
because
you're gonna be
the
mad
pseudo
about how
shit
I
you
stand
talking.
over
If you
your
telling
brother,
me Chinese, if you're gonna argue Chinese people are ancient Africans, you a dumbass nigga. Straight up.
all right, bet. I'm glad you said
You a
that.
dumb
But look,
nigga.
when I stand over your nigga and let the clip off next week, I just want you to holler at me and remember my face. No, I did it,
All right,
and
well,
come
I'm
and see
telling
me.
you a dumb nigga right now.
All right, no,
How
I
about
did
that?
it, and come and see me. That's what I'm saying. You
All
feel
right.
me?
Hey,
I
Tell
want
his
you
is
to
ass
is
hold
you
Rachel
all
a
the
Dolezal
dumb
dope you
nigga.
African,
got
bro?
to the end.
Is Rachel Dolezal African?
Who you talking to?
You.
You
Everybody
nigga
African. The
Oh,
movement
me,
are
nigga.
African. The Martians are African. The fucking people
Hey,
in
man,
Syrian sea
look,
are
look,
African.
is
look.
Rachel
This ass
Rachel
whooping gonna be
Dolezal
The,
African,
Ne-
African?
and I'm about to pour
the
out. Look,
Yes,
Nephilim,
bro.
the
That's a simple
Nephilim are
this
question.
ass
African.
whooping that's about to come out gonna be
Is
African.
Rachel Dolezal African, nigga?
What y'all niggas
Simple
talk
question.
about, nigga? Is this the question and
Is
the
Rachel
answer?
Dolezal
Goddamn?
African?
Is this the question and the answer?
Is Rachel
Is this
Dolezal
the question
African,
and the
nigga?
answer? I'm asking you that though. Is this the question and the answer?
The what?
I know
He
you want
said,
that smoke
Nigga, I
from
don't
me, man. I
understand
know
what you
you
do.
want to see how I'm
You got
coming.
marbles in your
I
mouth,
know you
nigga?
want to see how I'm coming, my nigga. You gonna see how I'm coming? Don't worry.
You got marbles in your mouth, bitch
Don't
ass nigga.
worry.
You got marbles in your mouth?
Don't
You got
worry.
marbles in your
Don't
mouth?
worry, OG.
What you say?
Hey, OG. Man, it's about time for your ass to go to sleep anyway. You better put that Ben Gay on
Yeah,
and
I
take
am
your
going.
ass
I'm gonna
to sleep.
sleep good, and then I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and remember you, and I'm gonna bust your
Hey,
ass tomorrow
nigga.
too.
Nigga. You better put that Ben Gay on and take your ass to sleep. It's
Nigga, I
about
ain't the
that time.
average old nigga. I promise you. I promise you,
That's
I ain't the
cool.
average old nigga,
That's
nigga.
cool. I
And
ain't
you,
the
I don't
average
know
nigga,
what you think.
period.
Maybe you think I'm your daddy,
I ain't the average
but I
nigga,
tell you,
period.
I
I
ain't
don't
that
give a
nigga.
fuck about no nigga. You hear me? I ain't the average nigga, period. I don't give a fuck about no nigga, his reputation or what he did. Nigga, you ran into
All
him,
right,
nigga.
so we gonna ask
Yeah,
you the question
okay.
again. We ain't
Okay.
talking about
Yeah,
no
okay.
fuck. We ain't talking
Okay.
about no. We ain't talking
Okay.
about no
Yeah,
squabbles.
okay, I'll
We
let
ain't
you
talking about
sound
no
good.
squabbles. We ain't talking about no
I'll
fades.
let
We ain't talking
you
about none of
sound
that. We
good
talking about
then, nigga.
intellectualism. Do you
Yeah, I know. I'm my intellectual. I
is
mean,
Rachel
look, I'm a
Dolezal
fighter and
is
everything, bro.
Rachel Dolezal an African?
Listen, family, I'm a fighter in everything. Fuck your
Is
This
question.
Rachel
stupid.
I'm gonna
Dolezal
get right
This
to
African?
it,
stupid
family.
ass gonna use the Corey. He gonna use the Corey
Let
sound
me
like a
get a
dumbass.
question
This
and
stupid
answer,
as fuck.
then I will answer your questions, family. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell
Is
you like this:
Rachel
this ass
Dolezal
whooping ain't
an African?
discriminating about nothing. You hear me?
Is
This
Rachel
ass whooping is
Dolezal an
coming.
African?
This ass whooping is coming. Ain't discriminating against nothing or nobody. You
All right.
understand?
I got you. I
Hey,
got you.
look, I
I
fight.
got
Hey,
you.
hey, let me let you
I
know
got
something,
you.
though.
Is Rachel
Hey, hey,
Dolezal is
let me
Rachel
just say this.
Dolezal an African?
Hey, let me say this real quick. Hey, wait, let me just say this one thing, and I shut up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna let you know something about me, though, bro. And I don't really give a fuck too much to let you know about it, but I'm just gonna say it like this, bro. I fight in real life and everything I do,
All
whether
right,
it
here we
be in
go. Nigga, I ain't
sports,
trying to hear
whether
that.
it
Nigga, I
be.
heard
Hold
that
on,
so
hold
many
on, bro. I
times
ain't
over
trying to
my
be on no
lifetime.
bullshit with you. I'm just keeping it real. So when you ask me about intellectual, yes, I fight intellectually. The same way
All
I'm
right,
talking
so I'm
aggressive
asking you
right
an
now, bro.
intellectual
I'm gonna
question.
come with them
So
cuts, and I'm gonna be intellectually in tune to whoop her ass. You understand? With
I hear
everything I
that.
do,
I
that's
hear you.
what I
I
do.
got you. I got you. I got you,
Okay,
little bro. I got you, little bro.
okay.
But my
Hey,
question
and this all
again,
love. That's just me. This is me
my
how I'm coming.
question,
Hey,
my
hey,
question again.
Sean. I don't think he know who Rachel Dolezal is.
Well, maybe somebody needs to school him.
Now,
But
I
is
don't
she
really care to
African?
answer this question, maybe because this ain't the question and answering. You feel what I'm saying? What I'm saying is when it comes to me and debates, bro, I come out here to handle business, to put lies away. This shit ain't important to me right now. When it become important to me, then I beat your ass about it. That's how it go, OG. All respect too.
My boy need a picture of Rachel Dolezal to come to his conclusion.
Yeah, put one up for him.
I don't
Because
need it.
I'm asking
I don't
this
need
question.
no,
I'm
no,
asking
no.
this question for a
I don't
specific
even
reason.
want to see the
I
picture,
ain't
bro,
asking it
because
just to be asking it.
look, I
There's
know
a
what you're
reason that
saying.
the question is being
Cool.
asked.
It's cool. That's all good. But I'm saying, after you see me catch a body and stand over your mask, then I want you to come and holler at me. All they're
I
trying
still
to create some
promise
type
you I
of
will.
illusion
I don't think that's going to
situation.
happen, but I promise you I will.
All
I don't
right,
think that's
so
going to happen, but I
you see,
promise you I
you see
will.
the shoe quiet now, right? He know his death day coming.
Now he quiet because he listened to you talking. You know how we say, old
All right,
school niggas will look
I'm
at you
glad.
when you
I'm
talking
glad
shit.
he
We
listened.
go, hey, hold on, hold
Hey,
on.
bro,
Let
but
me
this
say something real
for
quick.
real. All right, go
Hold
ahead.
on, bro. Let me say something. See, old school niggas, you know what I'm saying? And he learned from old school niggas. So what happens is an old school nigga listen to you or somebody that got an old soul to listen to you talk and hear you talking and you know what I'm saying? Listen to you keep running your mouth and say, all right, I hear you talking. I hear you talking, nigga. I hear you talking. And then we see where it go from there.
All right,
That's
so
how
let
it's
me tell
supposed to
you
go
what type
down.
of nigga. Now, since you broke it down, let me let you know what type of nigga I am. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, nigga. I'm from the middle. You know what I mean? We do shit a little different up here. So let me let you know
Let's
how
not
we do
call
shit
out
down here.
towns because I can
Hold
call
on,
out
hold
my
on.
town and
Hold
that
on.
don't
Let
mean
me hold
shit.
on. I
That
let
don't
you
mean
talk.
shit. Real
Hold
niggas a
on,
real
bro. I
nigga.
let you talk. I let you talk. So I said we do shit a little different around here. How I was raised up is a little different from some people that's even where I'm from. You see what I'm saying? So nigga, we don't really give a fuck. If I talk, nigga, if you hear me talk, I'm willing. That means I'm standing on everything I see it, nigga. Where I'm from,
Yeah, I
you
hear you
can't say that
talking. I heard that
if you ain't
before.
did this
And I'm
shit.
from a
Where I'm from,
town.
you
I'm
can't
from a
say that
town
shit
where
if
all
you ain't
that
did this
talking
shit.
gets you hurt.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You can't say the shit if you ain't did this
So you
shit. You
told me
gotta
you're
be
from
documented.
Indianapolis.
You go
I
to the
don't even want to
internet,
tell you
nigga.
where I'm
You go
from
on the internet,
because I
OG.
could tell you where I'm
You
from, but
go
that don't
find
mean
your shit
shit.
that you was about. You had a show what you was about. So that's where I'm from, my nigga. We show what we about.
Yeah.
All that talking and shit.
Well,
I ain't even
all right.
so you asking me that I'm gonna show you your man getting his ass whooped.
I hear you. I hear you. And this is
He
what I'm
can
gonna
be
say
quiet
too
like them
on
OGs. He can be
no,
quiet like
because he
them
know
OGs.
I already
And
know.
I'm the one
I
feel
got
like
so
the
much
young niggas
confidence in my
and niggas
bro.
just don't like their energy.
I got so much confidence in my little bro.
All
I'm
right,
not even worried
okay.
about what's gonna go
I'm
down.
glad you do.
But what I'm gonna tell
I'm
you
glad
is, you telling me you from Indianapolis is
okay.
like me trying to tell you where I'm from, and I can tell you where I'm from, but I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'll
it
tell you where
really
I'm
don't
from.
matter what you doing, bro. It's about how you build,
Exactly.
my
I ain't
nigga.
gonna do it.
You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like I say, nigga, I'm me, bro. I can't speak for other people from my city. I can speak for me, bro. You see what I'm saying?
There
So
it
I know
is.
how I
That's
was
how it's
raised,
supposed to be.
what I've been through. You see what I'm saying? That's it. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
as far as this debate, I'm finna catch a body, bro. You feel me?
All right.
You gonna see why I talk
I hear
like
you
this, why
talking.
I'm coming like this, man. You see what I'm saying? You
I hear
gonna
you
see it?
talking.
Yeah,
I
okay.
hear you talking. Like I tell
If
all the
I
little
had
niggas
some
that be
pseudo
around me,
shit,
I hear you talking.
if
All
I had
right,
some pseudo shit and I just had Renoko Rashidi, bro, I wouldn't be talking like this.
I hear you talking, bro. I'm waiting for them
all right.
sources to come out.
See, you
All right,
say you just
watch
said if I
so.
just had Ronaldo Rashidi, if you have him at all, you die.
All right, we're gonna see.
All right, we
Who?
about to
Matter of
close
fact,
out.
who?
Hey, we about to close out and get up out of here. I want everybody to give us some final words before we get up out of here. It's Sean Harris, an Orthodox Moore, first time on the panel. We got Yap Gang in the building. We do got this debate next weekend, next Sunday. We're gonna hold this bitch down till the NFL come back. You know what I'm saying? Powerful Bills on PBO. We're gonna hold this bitch down to
I heard
NFL
that.
come back.
I like
That's
that.
it for both of the brothers. We'll start with you, Sean Harris. Go ahead. Closing out.
Hey, so listen, the Yap Gang always put it down. My bro, Yashu, you know what I'm saying? This is nothing new for us. All you dudes is try. Y'all are pretenders. Y'all are pretenders. Y'all don't understand these studies. Y'all don't understand anything. Whenever y'all pull up studies, y'all giving us y'all giving us the floor. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all giving us the whole floor. Y'all giving us the stage. When you pull up your little excuse me. When you pull up your little sources, these are all sources these are all studies that we've already read. Y'all have no idea how long we've been doing this. My brother Moore is a little bit more refined than I am. So, and I'm older than him. So he gonna try to have a discussion with you. I'm more toward your shoe side. Well, I'm gonna curse you the fuck out, and then I'm gonna let you know, I'm gonna let you have it. So anybody that wanna have any squabbles, anybody that wanna have any squabbles with the Yap Gang, dealing with ancient populations and who you think who is in modern population.
I think brother fell off. Let me see if he in the back chat. All right, yeah, he just came back.
Wait, you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I keep getting kicked off. I'm sorry, I got kicked off. I just came back in the room. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, this is how I go down with the Yap Gang. A goddamn bottle fell off of a truck and a genie fell out of the fucking bottle. Genie ran into a nigga and asked him, "What you want? You got 3 wishes." Niggas from the Yap Gang said, "We want 3 squabbles, 2 squabbles, and a fucking fade." So anybody want to call us out, we rock out. There it is.
All right. Unorthodox Moore, I'll let you close out, brother. You got the floor.
Yeah, peace. This is Tyvon Swindle, aka the Orthodox Moore. Yeah, like I'm a good copy, fam, because I'm gonna let you shoot, man. I'm gonna let OG just beat y'all down with the info. And me just realizing there is no argument, I'm just gonna spend the time teaching y'all guys, fam. So yeah, I got over 30 time debates under my belt. No slot to this thing. No newcomer to this concept. So anybody who want that smoke, we can make it happen, fam. Because in 2025, pseudoism must die, and the Afrocentric arguments that can't be washed out via the evidence, they need to go to the wayside. So again, in 2025, pseudoism must die. Let's go.
All right. Y'all heard that here. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let you do your close out, then we go hear from Lucifer. Y'all don't
All
forget
right.
we got y'all.
This be the Yap Gang. I guess I don't celebrate 420 or no pagan holidays, you feel me? But this will be the Yap Game next week. This will be 1 member. It can be a lot more members putting this blunt. We ain't really tripping about nothing. But like I said, it's shots for whoever wants smoke, nigga. The information is there. We banging out with this information, bro. I don't care what religion you claim, whatever you claim, nigga. Bring it over here, nigga, and you can get your ass dealt with. These niggas claiming they scholars. This nigga is a pseudo ass nigga. This is 3rd week, man. Pseudo. I'ma whoop that ass, nigga, and everybody can come out and tune in and remember I said it, nigga, right here first.
All right. It's only right. Lucifer, let's close this out, my brother.
Man, I think we in Crystal Lake. I feel like I'm Jason. And since it's Easter, I'm leaving shell cases. Lucifer, nigga, Yap Gang representative. We been beating ass, 15-0. We putting belts to ass all 2025. No suit alive. Gang.
Gang.
Hey,
Yeah.
everybody. Everybody like, share, and subscribe to the show. Man, I don't know what an after party yet, but tonight we going to heaven. We spending times with our gods. We are going to heaven tonight and spending time with our gods. We out of here. Like, share, and subscribe. We back next Sunday. We out.